AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.
Yeah. You know we taking this. You know we taking this. You know who that is over there. Well, he's over there.
Oh, ball suckers.
I mean, now the winners getting over. A little 1-2's getting. Back in the mix. Got some tricks. Joel's going on. Hey, yo, he said I'm early as fuck. No, you're not. We're late as fuck. Big difference, but thank you for joining us. Big Baby Sports. Killing the game. Yo, Big Baby, you holler at Genie. You got the scoop on your boy. Oh, boy, how you feeling?
I'm all right, man. I'm all right. Cold, you know. Hopefully people start shoveling their snow so we can be parking in the streets.
They're doing emergency. They're picking up the snow now in the city. They're finally going to take it away from off the street and melt it somewhere else.
Yeah, this shit is with, yo, bro, this shit is with, like, I love my city, right? And it's very rare that I think about moving. But it's like, yo, come on, dog. The snowstorm was damn near a week. Why is it still mad snow everywhere? On the sidewalks, in the streets, you can't park. Like, come on, bro. And then now the weather is 2 degrees,
right?
0 degrees. So now that snow is even more difficult to get up because it's blocks of ice. Like, come on, man. The city got to get their shit together, bro. Like, seriously, this shit is terrible out here. The fuck, man? Excuse my language if it was too early to curse.
No, it's not. After 7 seconds, we good.
Yeah, yo, G Dot, what up? Yeah, man, it's this. Look, bro, what day was the snowstorm?
Sunday.
And it stopped Sunday, right? Monday.
That Monday morning.
Right, Monday morning stopped. I was off work Tuesday, so Monday when I got home from work, I had somebody help me with a shovel, and I dug my joint out. Of course, right. I kept it there because I'm like, yo, you can't even drive because where you gonna park at?
Right.
So I'm saying in my mind, at that time, it wasn't cold. It was still like 20-something degrees, but compared to what it is now, trying to dig out is insane, right? 20, 30 degrees. The snow was still soft. So that was perfect timing. Nobody dug their cars out. Like, come on, dog. So, you know, but I see some trucks out there today. So that was a little relieving. Like, okay, hopefully by the weekend or hopefully even by next Monday, Tuesday, you know, you'll be able to get around. But, you know, it's all good. Sometimes you just got to be happy to be alive, man.
The city that never sleeps. Oh, boy, saying we soft out here, man. Oh, boy, you sound like LeBron, man. The world is much more harder today than it was back in the day. Oh,
the city that never sleeps until it's a snowstorm. Everybody sleep.
And they snoozing.
The city, sanitation, everybody.
Everybody in sanitation called out sick? I ain't snitching. I'm just saying. We got questions. Pick that snow up, man. God damn.
Because they'll definitely shovel it all over your car. Bet that.
Well, speaking of shoveling something, pile of that doo-doo, your favorite player of all time is back at it. Basketball is harder today than it ever was, in the 80s and 90s specifically. That's right. LeBron Raymond James. He breaks down why the league is way harder today than it was back in the day.
You'll be so pissed off about, like, you know, so, you know, I at some point, like you said, it'll be a conversation that'll be brought up again, and hopefully we can kind of figure it out and get to a better place about it, because the game is different. Like, I want people to understand and our fans to understand that playing 82 games in the 80s and 90s is not the same as playing 82 games in the 2020s. It's just not. The way we play, the level of pace, the level of the speed that we're playing at, it's a different game now. It's a totally different game. And, you know, it's a lot of soft tissue injuries that's happened now because of it. I hope we can get a handle on that as well. because that's big in our game. I think when I first came into the, to the league, Reese, like some of the biggest concerns of injuries was like, a high ankle sprain. You was afraid to step on somebody's ankle because there was 4 or 5 guys sitting in the paint. So, guys with athleticism, myself, Tracy McGrady, Vince Carter, to name a couple guys, sometimes you're afraid to take off into the lane because there was 4 or 5 guys sitting in the paint. If you land on somebody's ankle, you get a high ankle sprain, you out 4 to 6 weeks. Now that's not really much of you don't really see that as much now because the game is so spread open, it's so much pace. But now you see the new high ankle sprain is the calf.
Right.
So, hopefully we could get a handle on that from a medical standpoint. But it's just the game. I just want the fans to understand that the game is a little different. And, as NBA players, we definitely want to be out there as much.
They cut him off.
the
king.
They hit him with the Apollo music. Shut the fuck up.
He mentions T-Mac and then fails to mention about the fact that T-Mac had a microscopic surgery. Amari Stoudemire, Penny. Before I get ahead of myself, before we even do this is why we're glad that some legends saw the light because they were trying to get into the media mix, scared of LeBron and Clutch Sports. That's right. KG, Kevin Garnett, the big ticket. He was fronting at first. Then he saw the light. Ain't no capping.
Everybody tripping because the boy didn't get voted in. But think about the 19-year run, bro. Shout to LeBron, man.
He should have got voted in.
No, bro. Listen, let me say something.
21.
I get it, bro.
Because at the end of the day,
LeBron's going to have a farewell tour. When he leaves, he's going to be properly respected, all of this for the whole year. Bro, he had a 19-year run, bro. I mean...
This is my thing about the All-Star game. I've never been voted in. I felt like I should have been a starter at some of them, but like it's really about the fans. You know what I'm saying? And you can't tell me that LeBron is still to this day
a cold nigga. He cold.
I'm not saying not even talking about his play. I'm talking about being voted in as a starter. I done been in the league and I done seen cats get voted in. I was hurt half the year. I done seen guys that didn't play that got voted in. You can't tell me LeBron ain't still the most polarizing, popular player. So I feel like that was kind of like some behind the scenes.
Guess
shit.
what?
You can't. You telling me all them guys in front of him are more popular than him? More?
No, I didn't say that. Hold on. Those people who voting, they probably about our age, give or take, right? That ain't what was voting. The people. You even said you wasn't really interested in Lord, our generation is exhausted. The new gens, they want to see LaMelo out there. They want to see the work. They want to see this bag.
Well, why he not in voted
So
in?
what I'm saying is, when he wasn't voting in on that wasn't consistent. Look, when I saw Bronny get some motherfucking votes, that told me who was voting.
Listen,
That's all I'm saying.
This is like the two guys that should have been voted in for sure. 100%.
Jamal Murray,
LeBron, and Ant Edwards should have been voted in. Both of them for just.
Oh yeah,
and
yeah.
Voting's only for the fans, only 50% now. Then it's 25% players, and then 25% media. So they changed the fan voting.
We need to take the media out of it.
There were years where
take the media out of it, bro. Give it to. They need to get that shit to the. This is a fan. This is a fan event.
But fans have like in years past, like Zaza Pachulia and Yao Ming, people were getting voted in like that. Like, come on.
Well,
Yao Ming cold,
no. But we running up. This is hey, listen. If they got those people voting them in, right? That means more money coming in.
Fair.
You know what I'm saying? So it don't matter if we voting for whoever. That's mean
Denny was top 5 for fan voting.
He got a following.
Yeah.
That means his following is great. And now
let me see if they talk about the thing Will LeBron said.
Let's simplify this. What's the gym them boys go play at? That's Lifetime Gym in the summertime when we see all the joints, right?
Yeah.
Name all the All-Stars. Name them, right? Go name them. All right. The two sides pick a captain. Just like if I'm in the West, in P and the East, right? Y'all probably gonna pick what, AI or Shaq to be all right? Okay, I'm right. Boom, we pick. Now let's pick up. Let's pick up. Go ahead, go. You go first. Let me get right there on the spot. Boom, boom. Jump it up. Well, let's get back to what the fuck we talking about, which is basketball. You feel me? Like Like when they go to those Lifetime gyms or whatever, they go meet up. First off, they get the text, right? Show up, boom, we all here, and guys pick. Let's just get back to the basketball.
I like East-West.
Huh?
I like East-West.
Yeah, but you know what's happening? I feel like, is it me or the vibes? Like the world wants some smoke. The world want to see where they at with playing. That's what it feels like, right? Okay, so let's play that game.
The world know where they at. At the top,
the world
they
know
better
where
than
they
us.
at.
That ain't the direct quote I was talking about. But you see there, he's talking about the world wants smoke. The world wants smoke. Just so happens to be at the same time that LeBron James is on his way out, AllBall. He said the league is way harder today than back in the day. And the All-Star game ain't even as tough. What are your thoughts on LeBron, Raymond, the King, James?
Well, first and foremost, big shout out to the chat. Love y'all. Love that y'all show up and show out every night and engage. I seen the beautiful, the lovely, the extravagant, the sexy, the exquisite, the elegant. I just seen Darlene Bryan in the building. Hey, Darlene. Big shout out East Blue Drew, right? Because I love what he just said. If you could put that up on the screen, please. Big shout out to the whole chat. But what East Blue Drew just said, I love it. Pertaining to LeBron James. Do you see it?
It's his fault?
No, he said Bron Dead took a spot last year and ain't even play. Remember that? Have we, East Blue Drew, thank you. Have we forgotten that? Has the whole world forgotten that? LeBron took a spot in the All-Star game and didn't even play. Yo, the world has gotten fatigued on LeBron James. At this point, no one cares about LeBron James. I said it the other day. He stayed way, way too long. He stayed so long that now it's the boy that cried wolf. Like, I don't even know why you talking to Halliburton. Mike would never talk to Halliburton. Like, so for me, LeBron doesn't deserve to be an all-star. He doesn't play enough games, doesn't play enough games at a high level. His game is not all-star anymore. It's just that simple. Let me say something that Mike did at the age of 41, right? Because we're going to go there. And y'all can fact check this. This was for the Wizards. Gilbert Arenas was on that Wizards team. And Gilbert Arenas said this. He said at 41, when Mike decided to come back and play for the Wizards, he didn't work out. He didn't practice. He partied, drank, smoked cigars. At 41 years old, one game he had 53 and another game he had 46. So stop telling me what LeBron is doing at 41 has never been done. Stop telling me that. First and foremost, right? Imagine if Mike would have took the game serious at that time. We know why he came back for the Wizards. So he could have that 50% stake, if I'm not mistaken. So just imagine if he worked out and got with his guy and went in the gym and locked in. So that's just one thing that's all lies about LeBron James. But I think the world has gotten fatigued. I think his farewell tour is not going to go as he think it is. We clearly just saw the other night they got blown out in his hometown of Cleveland. And a young player said on national live TV, this Donovan Mitchell town. This ain't LeBron town. This Donovan Mitchell. And when Donovan Mitchell go, we going to throw a parade for him. Where does that happen at if you're the GOAT, if you're the king? In your own town. So it just goes to show you it's too many signs of just the fatigue of LeBron. The first sign, not being picked in the All-Star game. Remember, that's with fans and players. So that means the fans and the players are sick of you and don't want to see you no more. Then sign two is just a total disrespect. How many players now you see just laughing it up on podcasts at LeBron James, at Bronny James? Bro, we are telling you, get out of here. That's what we're telling you. So for me, I agree with KG. I don't know why Paul Pierce is vouching for LeBron to play. I don't know why. That outfit was terrible too, Paul Pierce. Them jeans and that sweater, I don't know where you got that from. But KG is 100% correct. Bro, you're not an all-star. You're not an all-star. So, nah, man, get out of here. No. Like, I'm over LeBron, bro. I'm really over LeBron. This man has gotten his way in the NBA for his whole career. His whole career. That dumb shit he said about the 80s and 90s being easier and playing that was more difficult. Bro, you know when something is bullshit when it don't go viral as people think it might go. You have to understand he's strategic. He said that thinking it was going to get a certain reaction because it's him. It ain't getting no reaction. That shit ain't on my timeline all day. Ain't nobody discussing that. No one cares, bro. We don't listen to you no more. We don't respect what you have to say no more. Are you a great basketball player? Yes. But now you are just saying things to get a reaction out of people. Just think about how now when LeBron talks, it lands on deaf ears. A quote like that should have went bananas out here. No one cares because it sounds stupid. You don't make no sense. None. It's clear back then it was way more physical. It's clear guys respected the game more. This shit today is sweet. This is why you niggas can play at this age this long. Because y'all made it to the point where the league loves y'all and glazes y'all so much that they made it to fit what it is. And that has something to do with the Europeans. Y'all made the game so soft that niggas can really play 21, 22 years at a so-called high level. We can't touch y'all. Y'all can travel. Y'all can carry. Y'all can stay in the lane for 8 seconds. Listen, I could play if we could do that.
Right.
What? So, yo, man, this dude, like, I'm pretty sure at this point he has no PR team. He's his own man. I'm pretty sure nobody can tell him nothing. But, bro, you need to sit down, figure out when you're going to retire, and get up out of here, bro. Get up out of here because your cachet is starting to fade. And I said this 3 years ago, and everybody used to laugh at me. I said, yo, his legacy is going to take a hit. If he continue to not play at a high level, he's not competing for no championships. He's not competing for no MVPs. Mike came back so he could own a stake in the Wizards. Now, LeBron, if you ain't owning a stake in the next team you play for, or if you ain't go to the Lakers and help them understand, I want to own stake in this, what are we doing? And by the way, you robbed the Lakers for 50-something million. Like, come on, bro. I've been saying this. If anybody used to be on my IG with my IG live, I used to argue down. And I'm saying this 3-4 years ago. Like, yo, bro, you got to go out on a high note. You niggas are staying way too long. All of y'all. Kawhi, KD, Curry, Chris Paul. Bro, get up out of here. And y'all taking all the money. If you want to win, why are you guys not taking the minimum? Why would you take 50? Take 20. Take 25. Allow the team to build around you and compete for a championship. But don't take all the money and then say, I ain't got enough help. What are y'all doing? So for me, it just goes to show you. I thought you niggas loved the game. Nah. Money, 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 money. That's what this shit is. Money. That's all it is. So I respect it. I get it. But you can't have it both ways. So for me, you know, I think, yo, man, the nigga LeBron, listen, he played his way out of the GOAT conversation because everybody's seen what he's been doing, stat pattern. So for me, listen, man, that 80s today is more difficult. Explain that because there's more ways to tear your tissue. Get in the gym, work out. Lift weights. Stop doing yoga and being vegan. All you weird niggas.
Wait, Kareem did yoga.
Listen.
He did.
Right. But you know, listen. That's 1 out of a billion that can play at that level. I'm just saying today, these dudes, like, come on, bro, eat some steak. Go in the gym and actually lift weights. And remember, you know, Kenyon Martin alluded to that. Like, yo, Russell Westbrook don't get hurt. And he plays at a high level, fast pace all day. Why? Because he's working out the right way. So for me, LeBron just be talking out because he's trying to get a rise out of the media. He's trying to get a rise out of people. He's trying to get sympathy. He's trying to get the attention on him because he knows it's basically about to be over and it's not going how he thought it was going. This is why Rich Paul has a podcast. They are all trying to, massage this thing to where LeBron has the greatest farewell tour of all time. And once again, this is going to be something that they're going to hang their hat on. LeBron fans and LeBron people are weird. When it's all said and done 10 years from now, they are going to be arguing LeBron had the greatest farewell tour of all time. That's what they're about. That's what they're trying to do now, Fabian. Listen, man, I can't wait for him to go. Good riddance. Good riddance.
Listen, man. The league got to be this hard. Because Bronny James can't make it on the court, man. This is a tough league. Bronny James can't get a second on his court. The talent is out the wazoo. Please. Don't jump off a roof trying to push back on the truth, brother. Fuck is wrong with you? The league is much more harder today. Why would you even say that? I like what you said about him not going viral and stuff now. Because it's like the same old game. Like everyone's tired of his game. He's clearly trying to promote his era to make it seem like the path he took was way harder. And it's just not true. Even if it was harder, you try to make it easier by teaming up with other guys. Your best friend is an agent, so you have all the intel. You try to force trades for Anthony Davis to come to the Lakers. Like everybody else had it harder back then because they couldn't choose their teams. Not like this. Barkley and Shaq. You got some guys that were sprinkling. They could go to what team they wanted to. They had some player empowerment, but what you guys did was a different level. And Barkley, that's why I think Barkley's a hypocrite, but he was one of the only ones doing it. Superstar-wise. That's number one. Number two, how can you even refer to the injuries? These guys couldn't even come back from injuries. What you gonna say? Because they were soft? Grant Hill was soft? Even D Rose played right before this era. You gonna call D Rose soft? Like, bro, these were injuries that you could not come back from. An Achilles injury, an Achilles tear, you were done. Any sport. It's just silly to say all this shit. We're glad to see that there's some improvement in that department where KD could just come back like nothing ever happened. That's amazing. Even with LeBron staying in shape, being able to play at this age. I disagree with you. I think he's still great at 41. This is crazy to be able to just play basketball. Cool. But
hold on. Just stay there. It's a lot of players that played, 20 years. And what's the difference? Because LeBron averaged more. His team ain't having more success.
No,
like,
but they this is a different level of athlete that played at 41, bro. Like I didn't see dudes being able to run up like
but it's not amounting to nothing. What
right,
do you mean?
but
I just told you what Jordan did at 41. He averaged 20. Hold on. He averaged 23 he had 2 seasons with the Wizards. He averaged 23 one season almost, and he averaged 20 the next season. And this is no workout, no practice, smoking, drinking, and bullshitting around and partying.
He got his ribs cracked by Ron Artest in the summertime and could not play basketball, bro, because he was 40. The same LeBron James didn't get his ribs cracked. If he did, remember, Ron Artest was cracking dudes' ribs. Nobody's there to crack LeBron's ribs. He can come back from these injuries. Bro, that shit takes a toll. What he's doing is phenomenal. But
what is he doing that's phenomenal? Are they winning? Hold on. Let's stay there because this is where it gets misconstrued for me. And I don't mean to cut you off. I may do mean to cut you off. I'm a nut like that. What is he doing so phenomenal? Is he in the MVP race? Is he leading the score or NBA in scoring? Is he leading the NBA in rebounds or assists or steals? Is he winning playoff series? So what is he doing that's so phenomenal?
Because nobody you can even think of, including Michael Jordan, could never do that either at 41. Nobody even Kareem.
But nobody,
none of them.
Kareem,
none of them. Jordan
won a title at 41, 42. It was finals MVP.
Kareem had magic. Kareem had a whole entire squad.
He was finals MVP.
He had a whole LeBron doesn't have a squad right now. These guys don't have squads.
He had a squad his whole career.
So did Kareem and so did Magic. Like LeBron doesn't have a squad right now. They're not championship contention, and that's taken away from the point. That shit ain't got nothing to do with nothing.
How? No. You hold on. You're saying he's doing something that nobody's done at 41.
Nobody's done this shit. Nobody's gotten to score this many points. None of this shit. We can't like. I understand the LeBron hate. The stuff that I hate about him, I hate it too. But then once we start, same shit with Draymond. Then we get to a point where we got to take away the accolades. How are you gonna take away the fact that you've never seen anybody play basketball at 41 like this? Kareem cannot bring the ball up and do shit like this in transition. None of the sort. Nothing.
At 42 years old, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar won a championship and was Finals MVP. Can you please fact check that for me, please?
He was 40.
All right, 40. So when you say nobody's done this, nobody's done what at 41? Played an average 25. Okay, say that, but he ain't winning play. Hold on, he ain't winning play.
Who was the best player in the game at that time when Kareem won the Finals MVP?
I don't know.
It's only 3 guys. Fine, but it's 3 guys in that conversation: Mike, Bird, and Magic. And Magic is his teammate. So he's currently not playing with the best player in the game. He's not playing with that guy. A game changing. He's playing with
Luka Doncic. He's not one of the best players in the NBA.
Of course, but Luka is no Magic. Luka is no Magic, number one. And though these Lakers are not those Lakers in that same position. Those Lakers went to 10 finals. 10.
Tim Duncan at 38 years old beat LeBron James in his prime for a championship. So let's hold on. So let's stop acting like.
How old was he?
38.
Yeah, that's 3 years off. Again, nobody you mentioned is doing what LeBron did at 41. Nothing. They're not scoring 27 a game. They're not doing that. They're not able to go play 3-4 times a week and do this. They're not doing it. Bro, and Kareem was the first to really do that shit.
So my point is, LeBron James, do you care about winning championships anymore? Do you care about your scoring points? Because if we're going to continue to sit up here and say nobody's done what he's done, it's a lie. What he's doing? Losing in the playoffs?
Yeah, but that, again, that's a different point. I'm just talking about him getting on the court and playing at this level, point blank, period. Him individually. You want to go skip the team accomplishments? We could do that about everybody. Brunson ain't winning. We still root for him, correct? It's bottom line. He ain't an MVP. He ain't win shit either. But we still hold him at high regard because we understand that this guy's great, point blank, period. LeBron is great at 41. Nobody's saying he should be MVP. I said he's a third option. Third option. That's what he should be. Michael, hold on. Michael Jordan got Stackhouse traded. A 27-year-old in his prime. He was bugging.
How many players LeBron got traded?
I'm talking about at 41.
Okay.
At 41.
At 41, he got Anthony Davis traded. What are you talking about?
Their Eagles are exactly the same. He didn't get Anthony Davis traded, by the way. And even if he did, he was not prime for position for start a team like Stackhouse and Jordan. That's how it was. He got him traded. You can't be the star of this team. I'm Mike. And either way, that's their egos, and that's not even my point. My point is that there's no way you could say that this era is tougher. That's really the point. I'm not going back and forth about whether this is great what he's doing at 41. It gotta be great, but it's not gonna be MVP level. It's not gonna be best in the NBA level. You should never be. If you are a 41-year-old and you're the best in the business, Tom Brady, there's no way he's better than Mahomes at 41. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. But is he great? He's great.
I disagree. He's not great at 41. For me, if you're able to carry, if you're able to travel, if you're able to not play defense, if the game is literally no defense. So for me, that right there, people tend to leave out. People tend to leave out.
RP, who did Hamilton get traded for?
Come on, bro.
Who did Stackhouse get? They traded Stackhouse for Richard Hamilton. But was it the opposite? Did I get that wrong? He traded Richard Hamilton for Stackhouse.
Don't get me the line.
But they were still bugging out about that. I just feel like he's great for 41. I'm not gonna make it seem like he is an MVP or deserves to be. I don't like because the posturing comes in when he says the league is harder now. So what I'm doing is even better.
Dog,
nah.
Hey, Fabian,
nah. It can't be harder, like I said earlier, when you can't even. These guys weren't picking and choosing their teams. They didn't have agents and best friends, and your friends were made into enemies back then. That's how that shit went down. Magic and Isaiah were close friends, enemies. Jordan and Isaiah still got smoke. Kobe and Shaq. I don't care what, God bless the dead. I don't care what they said on camera. That was smoke. You got me traded, bro. At the peak of my fucking powers. There was smoke. There was competition. There was no friendliness. This shit is way too friendly now. And that's just politics. When we talk about the physicality of the game, I don't even think it's close. These guys don't even practice.
Dog,
These guys don't even practice. So if you're not even practicing, imagine going through a pat. That's why they don't want to go to Miami. They don't want to go to San Antonio. They don't want to go to these places where you actually have to go work out at a different level. It's impossible to think that what you're going through now is way harder when the world is way softer. The world itself is softer. You guys can't even handle the social media comment, let alone you can't handle the fans' commentary in the crowd. You want to kick everybody out. No, there's no way that it's tougher today than back then. We're just softer. Oh boy.
I said it. Flea, what up? I said it.
Big Flea. Never the little one.
I said it a couple years ago, and everybody flamed me for it. LeBron's tenure right now with the Lakers last couple years is Jordan on the Wizards. I've said it.
Just say you don't like the nigga. Just say that. Just say you don't like him.
Everybody.
Why you don't like him? Why you don't like him?
I'll explain that to you off the screen.
Nah, fuck that. Let's talk basketball. Let's talk basketball.
No.
I just spent the last 30.
I don't want to go through every time we talk about LeBron. AllBall has to explain why he doesn't like him. We know he doesn't like him.
Oh, I don't know why. I don't know why. I sat there for 30 minutes. Okay. I sat there for 30 minutes and listened, and I'm like, this nigga don't like him about basketball. This nigga just don't like him. It ain't about basketball.
Let's get this straight to the people in the chat that may be new here or maybe don't understand. Yes, I am a hater. Never ran from that. Will never run from that. I don't like shit. Definitely don't like LeBron. Simple. He gets glazed for things that
because we celebrate the greats. We've celebrated all the greats. You talk for 30 minutes. It's enough now. We celebrated the greats forever. We celebrated the greats forever until this era.
They allowed us to celebrate them.
Until this era.
They allowed us to celebrate them.
We got here, and everybody got a voice. Everybody got a platform. Everybody got something to say. And now we don't celebrate the greats no more. Now we talk about we personally don't like these niggas. No, we don't. I don't care. If you don't like them. Talk basketball.
Right. But hold on.
If you don't like them.
We celebrate Steph Curry. We celebrate Giannis. We celebrate Jalen Brunson in this city. Will you push back on us when we give him too much love?
The greats. No. Whoa, slow down. You speeding. We said the greats. Mike, Kobe, Braun, Hakeem Olajuwon, Dream, Magic. I'm talking about Steph Curry. I'm talking about the greats.
We celebrate Joker.
Not niggas that are on their way. I'm talking about the greats.
We celebrate
the greats.
We celebrate Ant-Man.
Why do we spend so much time talking about the feelings and emotions that come with LeBron James? Help me.
Because he sometimes says the dumbest shit ever and really thinks he's smart when he says it. Like that quote, what he just said to Halliburton was stupid. And he thinks
stupid?
I think so.
Hold on. So what do you think about him saying that it's harder to play basketball now than it was in the 80s and 90s?
I think it's a completely different time. And it's fair to have a different conversation on basketball than we did 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago. It's a completely different time. So if he's giving his opinion on it, whether I agree with it or not, so be it. But it's not going to be some catalyst for me to not like the nigga when he's a great basketball player. You niggas get, and not y'all, but I'm just the masses. You niggas get off talking about he ain't great. Are you kidding me?
But what does that have to do with? No.
I never said he wasn't great.
Hold on.
So hold on. How often do you spend talking about how great he is? Let's talk about that. How often do you spend doing that?
Never. I will never speak about how great.
And that's my point. Point.
Why would I do that? Why would I do that?
Because we celebrate the greats. That's why we celebrate the greats.
He's still playing.
We want to be a respected. we want to be a respected platform, we better start celebrating the greats.
Hold on. So how about the fact that he's saying something like that, which you didn't even give an opinion on? You just try to be laissez-faire about it, right? And be neutral about it. Oh, cool.
I don't really care.
Okay, but you can't say that. Then you hold on. Then you can't say that and then be mad because we go, that's not greatness to us. Greatness does not bigging yourself up.
You just said Michael Jordan came back at 40 and didn't give his all to a team that he could have helped make the playoffs, and we give him a pass for that. Oh, Mike could just do that because he might. Are you kidding me? Shaquille O'Neal could have been the greatest player of all time, and they just came out talking about exposing and continuing to expose how he didn't work out in the summers. He took off during the summers. He never came in shape. It took him 3 months to get in shape, and then by the playoff time, he's rolling into shape. That's disrespecting the game. But Mike could come back, smoke cigars, drink liquor, have jaundice, be out of shape, and it's okay because he's Mike? Fuck are we talking about?
Yes.
He don't respect. That's respecting the game? That's respecting the game. Coming back, knowing Jerry Stackhouse is better than you at the time, knowing that you could put yourself in a position, if you're coming back to be the owner, why wouldn't you try to help your team be in a position to be good while you're the owner? Why wouldn't you do that? Yeah, a lot of crickets now. I said,
we let you
truth
talk.
teller's here. The truth teller's here.
We let you talk. You just hold on. You said we spoke for
Put your helmets on.
You said we spoke. You said we spoke for 30 minutes. We letting you talk.
Thank you.
Yeah, ain't no cricket.
Yo, listen, don't talk over each other because it's clashing. Go ahead.
Oh, my bad. Go ahead, OG. My bad.
No. Yeah, like you make a great point, but at the end of the day, what LeBron is saying, my problem is with everybody. Let's stop acting like what LeBron has done or is doing has never been done. Other players played that 20, 21 years. Other players played till they was 40, 41 and average 20 plus. He ain't winning championships. He ain't competing for MVPs. He ain't leading scorer in the league. He ain't doing none of that. So I'm saying, what is he doing so great? If you're not going to be out there and be a respectful product, and compete, because they get waxed up and down on the floor night in and night. Come on, Flea, stop.
Are you watching?
Watching what? They won one game last season in the playoffs in the first round with Luka Doncic.
Oh, so you all right? Okay.
What's respectable about that?
The same guys that you put all this responsibility for, the same guys that you say did this at 38, did this at 38. Them niggas had a team. Them niggas ain't do nothing by themselves, and they weren't the greatest player in the league at that time. Tim Duncan was not an MVP.
He didn't care about doing that. He wanted to win the championship.
Was not an MVP. Like, what are we talking about?
But he won a title.
Look at the team he had. Are you kidding me?
All right, so stay there. I'm
being objective. Hold on, real quick. Let me talk to the comments real quick. I'm being objective, y'all. I'm being objective. Every time I get into this space, it gets confused, and I'm not gonna be disrespectful to nobody in the comments because I like this conversation. Don't be confused. I'm not no LeBron James stan. My guys know that. I need to be clear with y'all in the comments. That's not the case. But I'm going to come up here and give pushback on this topic every time. Because these niggas get in the way and just start lying up here. I'm not letting it happen.
I didn't hear one lie yet. If we bring up LeBron's tenure with the Lakers and it's missed playoffs, it's knockouts in the first round, it's sweeps, I'm saying, let me know when he didn't have a good team. And if he doesn't have a good team, let's explain why. Is he some of the reason they don't have a good team? Because he gets what he wants. He gets what he wants.
I am fine. I am fine with how you critique him, but you talk about him like he's the bottom of the bottom. Like he doesn't deserve to be in conversations with Jordan. He doesn't deserve to be in conversations with the greats. Like he doesn't deserve to be celebrated. Like my thing comes from a basketball perspective. I start questioning niggas if they really watching the game or not when they come up here emotional about LeBron James.
That's fine.
I'm talking about you.
That's fine.
I'm talking about
That's
you.
Fine.
You.
That's fine.
I don't get it.
No
I don't
emotion.
understand.
No emotion
I
at
don't
all.
get it.
No.
If you're looking at the basketball game, if you're watching the game, you can't come back here and tell me that you're not pleased with what you've been watching for 20 plus years.
No. We're not talking.
Listen, I don't get it.
Listen, the last 3 to 4 years, I am not pleased with the Lakers and LeBron James.
Okay.
That see, and that's the part people get misconstrued. I never said he wasn't a great player. I never said he's not one of the greatest, but he's not the greatest I've ever seen. It's not even close. Now, hold on.
That's the argument you get in, though.
No,
OG.
right, but
get into defending Mike being the GOAT, and that's okay. I'm not arguing whether who's the GOAT or not. Y'all know where I stand. Kobe Bryant, the best player to ever touch a basketball. I ain't arguing with none of you niggas. But like, when the conversation is between them guys, like, it's just this toes those two guys. If that's the conversation, that's a damn good conversation.
I'm gonna say this. LeBron James, from the age of 37, 38, 39, 40, and now 41, what he has done, my opinion, isn't impressive. He ain't win no championships. He ain't win no MVPs. Like, he ain't do none of that.
Oh, so all right, so stay right there. What would Kareem have done without Magic? And he had a guy and he didn't have a team that was a championship team. How would we have looked at him? How would we have looked at him?
LeBron had a championship team and they got rid of it after the bubble. What are you talking about? They had a good team. He gets rid of good teams.
That wasn't my question. My question was, how would we look at Kareem if he didn't have Magic? That's just bottom line. That's why.
Is that though? If he didn't have
mean?
Magic,
because
why would he not have Magic?
LeBron did not. Was there an MVP on LeBron's side when he went after that finals run, the bubble run? I don't recall this. So that's why the argument turns it does get silly, because we're using a team thing for something that we go, yeah, we ain't never seen nobody at 41 doing this. We just haven't seen anybody this good. That's all. If he played at the park, I don't care where he's at. It's like, damn, you're 41? You're going to be impressed if you see a guy like that running around, dunking the fucking ball like that, jumping from wherever he's at. That's it. Like, but I didn't want to go that route because I'm still trying to get an answer from Flea. Is this fucking era harder than back then? That's really the fucking argument, because the LeBron versus Mike shit is way too tiring.
Yeah, I'm over that. But it's harder. What, more challenging?
That's hold on. That's why this shit started. When you say, how did it turn into disrespectful LeBron? That's where you ruin your greatness, because it's like, bro, we have eyeballs. You set this shit up to have super teams. You chose your teams. You went an easier route. Point blank, period. You chose your teams. And you still found it that hard? Nobody did that back then. All the liberties that they have today is nowhere near it. The medical, we even talking about getting a hole in your knee for the arthroscopic knee surgery. All kind of shit that they had to deal with back then. Jumper's knee. People didn't recover from jumper's knee back then. And he's talking about, yo, it's harder today. It can't be harder. It's way softer. So when you speak like that,
you just said a week ago that it's harder to play defense in this league. Did you say that? Did you say that?
Oh, yes.
Did you say that?
Yes. Now, why is that?
Where does that come from? Okay, go ahead and explain, because you said that, not me.
They don't allow you to play defense, bro. They don't allow you to play defense. They don't. You know this. They let you travel. I can't touch you. I can't. It's an 8-second violation. Going across half court. They're pushing the ball across. There's no big man.
So this other side of the basketball is harder to play because referees don't let them play it. That's where we at.
Because the league doesn't allow the referees to ref the game the way they used to.
Yeah, nah.
Bro, what do you mean, no? Hold on. They changed all this because of the European shit. We know this. That's not even an argument. That can't. So what is the pushback on that, Flea? You can't I'm just saying some ridiculous alien shit right now.
I'm listening to you. I'm not listening. I'm listening to you. You know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Y'all niggas was up here giggling. You get a little pushback now. Everybody got their panties in a bunch. Everybody in the comments, Flea don't know basketball. I know enough basketball. Plenty.
Forget about it. But I'm
talking to y'all.
I'm talking. I'm on topic. When you ask the question, your question is, how the fuck? Why does it? I'm not even as biased as AllBall, and I'm saying, yo, dog, it's comments like that. You know what would have been dope if LeBron would have kept it funky and was like, you know what, not for nothing, but back in the day, that shit was way tougher. I'm not gonna lie to you. The motherfuckers were taking a bus. They had Converses on. They had jobs to go to after and before they played basketball. You can't even compare that shit to now.
The 60s, nigga.
I don't care when it was. And this is the shit that got JJ Redick in trouble. You guys, the arrogance. That's what we don't like about it. We knew Mike was arrogant. We knew Kobe was arrogant, but it never felt.
But we love that. We love that.
Yes, but they did it with a certain level of class. They still knew there was a time and place for shit. They knew that. LeBron feels like he's a big kid a lot of times. You talk like a big 15-year-old sometimes. It's very clumsy. And I've always said that. Why do you need to speak about the past like that? Bro, you're already great. All you got to do is just show some fucking class and people will put you on a different level. But you keep trying to disrespect us like we weren't there. I'm your age, motherfucker. That's what my mom boggles me. You watch Mike.
I did.
Not you, LeBron. He's my age. He knows what it took, but it keeps being this battle of whatever y'all saw in the past. That wasn't it. That wasn't real basketball. Word. So this is real basketball.
That's not what was said. You know that's not what was said.
But that see, you see what I'm saying?
You know that's not what was said.
That's what it sounds like to me. That's what it feels like to me when he says shit like that. I can't fuck with that. That's what made me start being like, yo, damn, you making an excuse for everything? You gonna flop for everything? God damn, you got your agent on a podcast fronting on Michael Jordan sneakers? Bananas, Flea.
That's the stuff that I don't care about. That's the stuff that it's like, I don't really give a fuck about that because that's the bonchiche. That's the messy shit. That's the messy shit that because it was non-existent back then. So what I say to OG all the time, if we had a social media era, if we had a 24-hour news cycle back in the 80s and the early 90s, you niggas would look at this game way different. We would have way different opinions on this. Not going and picking up the daily news and reading about from your favorite writer once a day or once a week. It's very different. That's all I'm saying. When we add in all of this shit and we get a front row seat to shit that we weren't even privy to 20, 30 years ago, we digest it different. It's different. If you can't understand that piece of it, then I'll bow out and say I'm wrong. I'll be fine with saying I'm wrong.
I think you're
times are way different.
I think you're totally right because it took motherfuckers to go get a book, pick up some
we have
the book
access
of basketball.
To LeBron.
Right.
All the niggas that hate him right now, OG, fuck us. You could give your qualms to him personally right now. You could personally reach out to that nigga. When could we ever say anything to Michael Jordan in 1992? How could you ever think that you would ever get close enough to say, Mike, you ain't shit. I hate Mike. You ain't shit. When? When could we ever? But that don't matter. That don't matter. That matters nothing. I'm just adding some context to this because a lot of old niggas in the comments, 2 old niggas on the screen. We got to add some context to this shit because you niggas was getting out of hand.
So I sit here and let both of y'all say whatever it is y'all want to say. I'm never going to backpedal. I'm going to stand on my 10 toes. He ain't the greatest.
Nobody said he was up here.
Can I respond?
No, because I'm going to check you. I'm going to check you on everything you're saying now. Fuck all that. No, because you keep talking the greatest. Nobody said he was the greatest up here.
This man has gotten his way for his whole career. He's had, with the Lakers, AD in his prime. He's had great teams. He has Luka in his prime. And all we continue to do is say he doesn't have enough. That's all we do. Is it a coincidence nobody wants to play with him? He reaches out to Kawhi. He reaches out to Paul George. He reaches out to Dame Lillard to play with the Lakers. Nobody wants to play with him. All I'm saying is I am not impressed with LeBron James and what he does at this point in his career because it doesn't amount to jack shit. I've seen other players at this age win. He took $50-something million knowing damn well you can't make no moves if you take all that money. Take less money, get a team built around you, and compete for a championship. But we can't keep having it both ways. If this man ain't going to compete for champ, and let's even talk about 2-3 years ago when he wasn't 40. Yeah, you averaging this, averaging that. Y'all getting smoked in the playoffs. Sometimes barely making the playoffs. If it ain't no playing, these niggas ain't in the playoffs. So I'm not impressed personally at all. I don't care what he's done at 41 on the court. It's not, it doesn't do nothing for me because once again, it ain't amounting to nothing. How are you this great playing at this high level and you have one of the best players in the league next to you? And we sit up here night in, night out, season after season, go, the Lakers ain't championship contention. They need more. They need more. They need more. How much more do you fucking need? So for me, I listen, I'm over it. We give him excuse after excuse after excuse. Like I said, I watched Tim Duncan at 38 years old with his team beat LeBron in his prime. Kareem
Is Tim Duncan
Abdul-Jabbar.
the best player on that team?
That's not my argument. I don't care.
No, I'm asking you a question.
It doesn't matter.
Hold on,
Doesn't
wait, wait,
matter.
wait.
Is it yes or no? Whether
Doesn't
it matters or
matter.
not.
Were you asking Washington Wizards Michael Jordan whether he was going to win a championship or not?
Was that the standard when he came back? Was that the standard to take that Washington Wizards
Watch
team
this.
to the finals? Was it the standard?
So y'all say we being honest up here, right? Can we be honest?
Was it the standard?
Can we be honest up here?
Yes, I wish you would for once.
Is LeBron James at this age still consider himself one of the best in the league, and he's still doing all this? Yes or no?
How do you answer a question with a question?
That's how I
answer the goddamn question.
How do you do that? And now gonna wait for us to answer that? Like that question deserves an answer before we asked you a question.
Yo, listen, man. I'm going to stand on my 10 toes. At 38, 39.
That's not standing on 10 toes. That's
listen,
running. That's running.
That ain't running. Y'all not keeping it real. That ain't running.
Did he come
that
back to win a championship? Why wasn't the standard to come back and win a championship?
You niggas sit
Michael
up here
Jordan?
and it's mind-boggling that
Jordan?
Fabian now glazes LeBron for playing so-called great.
You can't say nothing good about LeBron. It's glazing.
I can't even finish my point.
I couldn't even.
I
couldn't make this shit got derailed all because I gave him some credit. You couldn't even let me get my point across. My point wasn't even that he was this good for being 41. That's actually setting the ball low, just like we did for Mike. I was trying to give you that point, but you didn't want to let me do that until we asked you a very specific question.
I was quiet the whole time.
I
was quiet the whole time. You were talking.
Was there a championship expectation for Michael Jordan as a 40-year-old on the Washington Wizards, my brother?
No.
Simple as that. There wouldn't have been one for Kareem if he didn't have Magic.
Simple.
It's just not that hard.
Simple.
That shit is crazy for you to say that. You don't have any realistic championship expectation for the Lakers.
Simple.
Nobody does.
No. So hold on. So once again, LeBron James.
He did.
I did answer the question. See what I'm saying? Listen.
Please. You got him started. It's your fault.
No, ain't nobody get nothing started. My argument is at the age of 38, 39, 40, 41, I've seen players win a championship. One of them won a finals MVP.
Okay.
One of them beat LeBron in his prime. So I'm saying, what is LeBron doing so great at this age? He ain't doing that. I thought it's supposed to be for him greatness. He's the one still on the court doing this. He's the one still on the court shrugging his shoulders. He's the one on the court still at this age considering himself the best in the NBA, the best in the world. So I'm holding you to that standard. He ain't doing jack shit at all.
But I haven't even heard him say that he's the best in the league right now. I haven't heard anybody say that. Nobody can argue that.
When you do this, when you still doing this,
you obsessed. You obsessed. Mike is gone.
What's he doing? What's he doing?
He's obsessed. You obsessed.
I've never in my life. I've never in my life done this. Why would you do that, AllBall? Why would you?
When has he done that this year? When?
Nah, he
we all watching Laker basketball. Like
he be getting you so crazy like this. It's
I'm done
easy
now.
to get
I'm done.
you.
Yeah.
He said I never see that all year long.
Once I get fleeted, I'm done now. Yeah, I'm done. Nah, I'm done. No.
Wait a second.
When? I'm asking a question.
We must pause.
I don't know.
Lee, you got your tea ready? You better have your tea ready, motherfucker.
What tea? I'm here. I'm happy to be with my brothers.
Listen, calm down 2 notches. I need to know if you are ready.
No, I'm here.
This guy's such a prick. You came in here like a fucking asshole. You probably had road rage. You just flew through the door and it's even loosened up the tie. Nothing.
Everybody out on the road. Celine got cussed out. Mama got cussed out.
Exactly.
Shorty was yelling at me when I got in. Shit was late. Nigga said I was on 100. I'm on 100.
Send mail. Thank you for your 19.
Go ahead. Play with me if you want to.
99.
Short shit.
Look. What's up, heroes? Living in Memphis from Jersey. We need to pull the trigger for Giannis. Love your show. It's just like hanging out with my old friends. 1999. Can't sing like you fellas. Send mail.
Send mail. What up?
Appreciate you so much. King Speech
Yes,
is trying to
sir.
get on your nerve. King Speech is paying for the hate for you, though. Please respect that. Please.
I'll reach out to King's Speech on my own time. That's my guy.
Someone takes 3 gather steps in the gym. You calling it?
I want to see you take 3 gather steps. Let me see you take 3 gather steps and make a layup.
2NX Sports, thank you for your 199. Flea just did a drive-by and a tie salute. Calm down, guys.
These niggas are stupid.
Flea, oh, thank you for your $2, King Speech. Flea
Yes,
crashing
sir.
out. OG chilling. Uno reverse like a motherfucker. And
That's a
of course,
That's
hold
a
on.
fact.
Hold on. This guy, he didn't leave a message. He said, let the money do the talking. Big Al.
Big
Thank
Al.
you for your $49.99.
Big Al.
They can't even get some harmony from you, Flea.
$14.99.
You left $30 on the table. $14.99.
Right, you man.
Oh, I thought it was 49. Oh, $49.99. Appreciate you, Big Al.
Get that shit correct. That's 40.
My
That's
fault,
$50,
G.
man.
That's 50 cash. My fault. My bad.
They got
Appreciate
a
everybody in the chat. Y'all know that.
they got a shucking and jiving and singing for $9.99.
That's what the,
Magic.
No,
that's
no.
what the
he
money,
tried
that's
to
what the
check
money do, man.
That's what the money do. OG
What?
checked me. He said he checked me. He's like, that was a little off.
Yo, Flea, what 50 said? Money ain't change you. You ain't make enough.
You ain't making enough.
You ain't make enough. That
Told
mother
niggas,
lover.
I can't wait to see OG with the bag. OG with the bag?
I can wait.
The bag?
I can wait.
Yo, y'all think he's a lunatic now?
Well,
See how he's shaking his head?
if you think he's a lunatic,
What we got?
this trade deadline, all the rumors, pure bananas. Of course, we talking them Knicks. Y'all know what this is.
KNICKS REHAB.
Say it again. I'm sorry.
My fault, y'all. KNICKS REHAB, y'all.
It's not your fault. It's this fucking bum ass. Let's go. StreamYard, get your shit together, man.
I usually time it pretty well. My fault, right?
Every time you do it, it comes out well. It's these motherfuckers.
I usually time it pretty well.
I don't know where the StreamYard headquarters is at. I got some people to talk to. I got some things to say to the people up top. Anyway, a lot of things are being said in New York, in Milwaukee, in Miami, in Oakland, San Francisco. Where the hell you guys play over there with the Warriors? But let's stick to these bum-ass Knicks. Karl Anthony Towns has reportedly been soaking since he heard about these Giannis rumors in the summertime, like the BS that I knew he was. Karl Anthony Towns still has hard feelings toward the Knicks to this day due to Giannis Antetokounmpo trade rumors, per Sam Amick from the Athletic. Just ask the Knicks, whose talks with the Bucks about Antetokounmpo last summer led to hard feelings with Karl Anthony Towns that, per team sources, remain to this day. Let me say that again. Talks with the Bucks about acquiring Giannis last summer led to hard feelings with Karl Anthony Towns that, per team sources, remain to this day. That's the double doozy that every team seeks to avoid, the failure to land the player they're pursuing that is followed by a step backward relationship-wise with the player who learned he was nearly sent packing in the process. So we all suspected it. We've all been talking about it since the summertime. Jeez Louise. And guess what, Cat, Carl, as they affectionately call you in the streets, they're making videos about this shit, man. Throwback videos. And you know I'm going to play it.
Going to the candy shop.
Welcome to Astoria, Queens. Here in this Greek neighborhood, Giannis Antetokounmpo's popularity is skyrocketing.
All the Greek people is so proud for this guy.
Giannis Greek, χρόνια πολλά, Γιαννάκη, από Ελλάδα.
Hey, you know about Giannis? Giannis. Antetokounmpo.
Couldn't be prouder of Giannis and all his accomplishments. And even though I'm a diehard Knicks fan.
Oh yes, Giannis too. First sports in Manchester Square Garden like me. I had my first point in Manchester Square Garden.
That's right. The Greek flag. Did you notice that when you were shooting?
Back jumper. Is there any better place to hit a game winner than Madison Square Garden?
You know, it feels great to hit a game winner here.
Square Garden is the mecca of basketball. It's always fun playing in there. The atmosphere is great.
Flies in and throws it down.
He represents the Greek community all the time, and he's very supportive of all of us, and he knows that we're out here supporting him all the time.
It's incredible, the tradition. We're honored to be here and humbled to be here at the New York Stock Exchange. It's been unbelievable.
Oh yeah, a familiar picture.
Might be one of the greatest songs ever made, man. That shit just a woo.
You know, I hated them damn Yankees, but that song was fire. I can't lie. Every time they won and they played that shit, I was like, God damn it, that shit is fire. Fellas, ladies and gentlemen in the chat, the Giannis talks are heating up. But when they started, Karl Anthony Towns, Pussycat, Kitty Cat, AllBall. It has been reported, as we suspected, that these rumors frustrated the cat, and they had him playing like shit ever since the start of the season. What is your reaction to this news?
Fleet asked a question the other day. You know, what if this trade doesn't happen? This is why this trade has to happen. Because now if it doesn't happen, this is what we're going to get from Karl for the duration of the year, right? And it's like, you know how that is. Listen, man, it's just bad. And for Karl, you know, to be in his feelings, to be mentally weak like this and not understand this is the business. Guys get traded every day, B. You know what I mean? Like, so for me with him, you know, I would hope he would have had the opposite. It would have had an opposite effect on him. Where it's like, okay, y'all looking to trade me? Let me go ahead and dominate and help y'all understand why y'all brought me here, right? But no, it goes the other way. He allows it to affect him on the court. He's not having a great season. He's not having an MVP type season or NBA. He's not having a great season. And we're not looking like the team that we thought we would look like when we brought him here this season. So for me, for him to be mentally weak like that and allow this to like really bother him to where his body language is everything tells it all, this trade has to get done. Because I think, you know, the locker room is broke. And I think Karl Anthony Towns made his mind up. He's upset at the organization, which he has every right to be. But listen, when there's an opportunity to get a better player than you, any organization is going to take that chance. But I think the relationship is already fractured. I think Karl already has his mind made up. He's upset. He's always going to feel some type of way. And by that, he has to go. He has to go. So I love Fleet asked that question the other night. The Knicks, they better make this trade. Because if this trade doesn't happen, and, you know,
Allah said he's going to slap me if the trade didn't happen. Niggas say he's going to slap the shit out of me if this trade don't happen. So this shit better happen or a nigga going to pop on me.
Listen,
I don't want that.
This
no smoke.
AllBall, trade room is so good. Make you want to smack your mama.
I will knock your head off.
Right? I know if this trade don't happen, I'm going to look for La Cosa Rosa and them, and I'm trying to go get the swinging. But this deal has to happen. We made it that bad that where now Karl feels some type of way. The trade has to go down. So now we are in a bad spot. So where now you already risk making your superstar feel some type of way. So how do you fix that? To me, there's no fixing that. We dug ourselves in this hole. And it's messed up that I got to agree with Flea on this. We already dug ourselves a hole with the coach. Now we dug ourselves another hole with one of our star players, this shit has to happen. So, front office, I'm going to be honest, this shit is on y'all. Y'all made this situation worse than what it is. Now you have to go get Giannis. I don't care about the rumors. I don't care about what it takes. Fuck them other teams. If you don't go get Giannis and then we flame out, this front office, this will be one of the biggest flops in probably sports history because you fucked over your superstar and then didn't even get the guy that you were supposed to go get for him. Listen, this trade better happen. I'm going to tell you that much. It better fucking happen.
We always rely on you to bring things back to the... I can't even say that with a straight face. But we don't always agree. So it is great to get just a different perspective of, what Karl Anthony Towns may be going through. Maybe it's being overlooked. Again, he is a human being at the end of the day. What do you think? What's your reaction to Karl Anthony Towns apparently feeling a little down and got the blues because of these Giannis trade rumors?
You got to be mentally tough, man. OG said it. Like, you got to be mentally tough. We are coming off the best season we had in a really, really long time, 25 years, right? We're coming off of that, right? We're coming off of making a big splash and trading our head coach, right? We're coming off of that, right? So we coming into the season where there's a lot of expectation and excitement and anticipation for the New York Knicks, right? There was a level of anticipation here. And so when Karl comes in the season and we look at the numbers, they all look similar, but they're down some. The percentages are down. The counting numbers, like points per game, like rebounds per game, still tops in the league, right? 22 rebound night last night. We really needed that. But you can absolutely look at him from a game-to-game basis and tell something is not right. Fabian said it the other day, and I slept on that, and I was like, that really does make sense. 15 guys on the roster, only one guy is struggling after 45-plus games, after 40-plus games. Either there's an issue there, there's an issue with the coach, or there's two things that are going like this instead of going like this. And so when that happens, and then you add on the Giannis rumor started in the summertime, right? This didn't start, early season or mid-season. And, the other day when Giannis said, I want to go, this shit started in the summertime. And the only team attached to it was the blue and orange. Not another team in sight was attached to it. There was reports about Giannis wants to be here, right? The reports about he bought a crib here or a condo or whatever it was, right? There was all this talk about him here, not anywhere else. So from a basketball player's perspective, I would look at that as like, yo, I'm a commodity, right? I'm somebody that the Bucks or whatever team would like to bring me on and continue building. Like I would have to flip it from a mental perspective. From an emotional perspective, we're all humans, right, Fabian? Damn, shorty don't want me no more, so I got to find another crib to go to and sleep on the couch. Like, yeah, I'm gonna feel like that. But we're talking about multimillionaire guys. We're talking about guys that have been in the NBA for 10 plus years. We're talking about guys that have seen the business of basketball go on for over a decade. You are not an anomaly, my brother. You are not an all-time great at your position. Like, you're not one of the elite guys in the NBA to think that you would never be touched in terms of making a move. He said the same thing when he got traded from Minnesota. Connolly went to his crib and said, yo, I had to show up and look at you eye to eye, face to face, and tell you we sending you to New York. He had some issues with that. I'm not downplaying emotion. What I'm downplaying is don't get on the basketball court and bitch up now when you got a golden opportunity to play at a high level and you letting noise mess with your mind? Noise in New York City? Bro, this is why you here. The same guys that you loved and lorded over as you was growing up, the Patrick Ewings, the Carmelo Anthonys, whoever you loved growing up, because he was a Knicks fan coming up, them niggas went through worse. This is light for you. Patrick wanted to bounce on us a couple times. I don't know if we ever killed him for that. but he wanted to get up out of here a couple times. Melo was getting killed as soon as we couldn't get to the finals. So this is par for the course for where you at. The NBA is a business. And bro, if you didn't come into this season as a like, whoa, what the hell is going on with Cat? This dude looks phenomenal. Is he the best player on our team or is Brunson? We've never had that conversation for a 7 foot, 265-pound guy who's a #1 overall pick and on any given day should be better than Jalen Brunson. That conversation never happens. So I'm cool on being weak mentally. Like we need tough guys in here. And if Giannis is a tough guy, I'm with it.
Especially being the fact that Karl Anthony Towns is from Jersey. Being Dominican, to be honest, like
depends on what part of Jersey.
Yeah, but it's too many things that I point
that's like
to.
Saying that's like saying I'm from New York, but you grew up, in Soho.
But there's so many.
But that ain't the trenches.
Yeah, but there's so many cultures that we practice the same shit. We play the dozens. We joke on each other from birth. Cousins, your uncles, we all joking on each other. Try to build tough skin.
Where you from, Fabian? You know that, bro. That's not true. It's just not. It depends on what part of Jersey he's from. You from the bricks, you from certain parts, we get it. But if you ain't from that, you don't understand.
I get that, but it still is a combination of things of why I would expect him at this point to be okay with all of this.
Kyrie from the same parts?
Kyrie's sensitive too.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying.
So, but
ain't
what I'm
from
saying,
the same parts in Jersey?
I don't know.
Okay, I'm asking. I'm not being funny. I'm asking.
Bless one, you gotta go to. Oh, there's no good Dominican food in Milwaukee, right? I was gonna say Jersey, you crazy. But I still think just being
okay, Mike T.
Just coming from, I'm Dominican, so coming from this culture, we made fun of each other. It doesn't matter what your background. That's just what it was. Especially if you took trips to DR, it was in Spanish they were cursing you while just roasting each other, and clearly, just coming to the NBA, everyone knows I was disappointed in Cat because I'm Dominican and I'm thinking this guy's gonna be, oh shit, best MVP. We got an MVP in the league, and he disappointed me from that standpoint. And then coming to New York, being traded for a guy like you put it, Flea, because I forgot Tim Connolly sat down with him. Tim Connolly, who came from Denver, and he was in charge of them trades. I think he was in charge of the Melo trade before Masai. So
he created the team that won the championship and then left, or left right before, right? Like,
yeah. Wow. Okay. So
yeah,
he understood his player. He understood I'm gonna go to his house and have to speak to this guy who's been with this organization for 10+ years. I don't know what conversations were had between Leon Rose, CAA, and Julius Randle, but even he was feeling a certain way. Even he was sensitive here at times. He was a sensitive superstar in New York who wasn't feeling this. You saw Kyrie, you saw Kevin Durant. No, they didn't play for the Knicks, but they were over there in Brooklyn, and they had to deal with all this shit too. I got to put the bulk of this on Leon Rose and his organization, La Cosa Rosa. You have to understand who Karl Anthony Towns is. You should have known that going into a situation where you're in New York and any trade rumor could pop up. You got to know, like, yo, man, he's a sensitive dude. People call him soft. I don't know but I don't know how. I don't know how he's gonna deal with the other side to this when he came here and we were all going crazy for him. And he didn't know that the total opposite of the Dipset cat, the Bodega cat, he didn't realize that shit could flip 180. And the emotions you got to deal with in New York City, Leon Rose just totally overlooked that. You're supposed to go talk to Cat first, in my opinion. Because look what happens. Sam Amick, when he wrote that, he's saying, yo, the Knicks are now going through what plenty of superstars are going through in the NBA, not just New York. So you didn't even manage the expectations for your superstar. He's a superstar in the city. A bunch of people know who he is. We didn't even manage that correctly. We could call him soft. We could call him, you need thicker skin. You already touched on all of that. I don't want to double down on it. But we're starting to hold Brunson accountable for not trying to figure this out with Cat and being a better leader and trying to figure out whatever's going on with this organization right now at this point. But from the top to bottom, James Dolan saying we got championship expectations and you want to keep this team together. Was that because he heard Cat is feeling a certain way because of these trade rumors? He went on the radio and announced that. Even when they brought Giannis up, he's like, yo, we can't do that. I believe in this team right now. So the owner came out and reinforced the fact that he wanted you here. And it still wasn't enough. This shit was ruined the moment that those rumors went out. And nobody wants to be ignored. Nobody wants to be rejected. And the Knicks fucked this up. And now you put yourself behind the 8 ball, like you said, AllBall. How can you not make this trade? Giannis is due for a bigger extension before the trade deadline than after the trade deadline. Wherever he goes, he's going to want that money. Total opposite of Jalen Brunson turning down money and his buddies turning down hundreds of millions of dollars combined. Giannis is going to want that grip if he has to deal with New York City. He knows what he's worth. So I have to put 1,000,000%. I have to put a bulk of the blame on Leon Rose, president of basketball operations, Worldwide West. He's supposed to be the sneaky Mission Impossible spy that goes around behind the scenes and do this, that, and the third. But you couldn't understand that you got to massage Cat's ego a little bit here. And that should have been done way before the season. Josh Hart and these guys were trying to massage him during the season. It's too late, bro. He heard the fucking rumors. He heard the rumors. Look at Mikal Bridges. Even he feels a certain way. And that's your man. So there's a lot going on here that seems to be, it's going to be straight business. It might be double talk. Remember, they're agents at the end of the day. And it looks like Cat feels like they're double agents because that's his agency. He's CAA. AllBall.
I mean, at this point, you know, the getting Cat, I think the intention was the right intention, right? It just didn't work out. And we all have to be honest. You know, for Cat to come here and we expected that to be one of the pieces to get us at championship contention, championship level style basketball, and it hasn't. And we're gonna have to pay you how much money? So for me, you know, I think this is all on Cat. If he played at the level that we were expecting him to play at, then maybe this isn't a conversation. It can be a conversation, but it won't have to be as crazy because remember, he's not giving us a reason to go and don't trade him. If he's out there averaging 25 and 15, if he's dominant, if we're the number 1, number 2 seed, if we're playing great basketball, having great chemistry, then this decision would be very difficult. But he's not making it easy for us. I mean, he's making it easy for us. Right. He's not making it difficult. And then now that we know that mentally you're fragile and weak like that, I don't want to play with nobody like that. Bro, this shit is part of the game. This shit is part of the business. If you don't want to be in trade rumors, if you don't ever want to get traded, play like it. Play at MVP level. Play at an all-NBA level. Dominate. You don't hear them talk about trading SGA or the Joker. No, I'm just saying, right? We don't hear them talk about trading Ant-Man. Like it sounds like I'm comparing him to Joker, SGA, who are MVPs, but I'm just saying a lot of these organizations have their guys, and you don't hear about them being traded unless it happens in the dark. I'm saying Cat's play on the court is making it easy for us to go, yo, bro, sorry. You're the piece that you're the piece. You're not making it easy for us. So for me, I think the front office had great intentions. I think the move at the time was correct. We were 2 games away from the finals. But now this season, when a guy like Giannis says, I want to go to New York, and that rattles you, and now your game just went downhill, I don't see how he can defend himself and get upset. Your play is terrible this season.
Devil's advocate in my AllBall voice. You know I gotta play devil's advocate, like OG always says, right? And it's probably not even devil's advocate. It's just like the other side of this shit. You just said it didn't work out. How did it not work out? Just asking a question. The trade was to help us get over the hump or get onto the next step. Prior to us trading for him, we were in a 7-game dogfight in the Eastern Conference semifinals. The first year we get him, we get right to the doorstep of the finals. For me, I don't know if that equates to not working out. I look at this like Giannis is available, so that's why the conversation is even happening. Like, if we're being honest, if Giannis is not available right now, the conversation really has to be, how are we going to be better and get Cat in better positions to score the basketball? How are we going as a team figure out how to be better? Because if there was no Giannis availability, how are we going to move him? Who are we moving him for? What's the option? We got to keep him. We got to move forward. That's the team that got us to where we haven't been in forever. So, like, from the other side of it, it's a little arrogant. Just a little bit. It's a little arrogant of us to just jump out here and think, oh, this didn't work because he's struggling with a new head coach. When he had one of his best seasons last year, we were in a spot that we haven't seen. Not in my adult age. I'm 38. I've never seen the Knicks in the conference finals over 21 years old. So it's like, there's a lot of stuff going on with this. I still stand on what I stand on. You got to be mentally tough. But on the other side of it, it's not like we've been married to this dude for 2-3 years and nothing has changed and everything has been downhill. He helped us get to where we needed to be or where we wanted to be. Now it's just one more step. So, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not hanging up the phone if Giannis is serious about coming here. But I am like, there's another side of this where Cat is like, oh, OG said that this didn't work out. Nigga, we was in the conference finals with me. How didn't it not work out? So I just wanted to say that and see what y'all thought about that.
You want me to respond first? It didn't work out because we didn't get to the finals. We were in position to get to the finals. We were the better team going into the Eastern Conference Finals. We traded for a player that was supposed to upgrade us to get to the finals. And then
stay there, OG, stay there. Was it the lack of his play why we didn't beat Indiana? Lack of his play.
No, right? Okay. But we all have to be honest, and we all agree to this. When we don't succeed, who gets the blame? We know how the sports thing goes. We brought you here for one reason and one reason only. And then now this season, your game has regressed. You are not the same player from last season. So that's why I say it didn't work. Okay, last season, cool. We got a step further. Flea, what was your thing? What was that stat? Every team in the last couple years that went to the conference finals the next year went to the finals.
In the Eastern Conference. Yes, sir.
Does it look like we're going to the finals? So for me, right. I'm just saying, Kendrick Perkins said it correctly.
If we trade for Giannis, that we're not going to do that either. I just want to be clear with that. If we trade for Giannis this year, that's not going to be consistent of us.
I think if we go percentage wise, we have a higher percentage with Giannis than with Cat. And just my last point to let Fabian get in this. When we come into this season, and the whole basketball world understands no Tatum, no Halliburton. In the beginning, we didn't even think Embiid was going to play, right? Or we knew he was going to struggle, wasn't going to never be healthy. Everybody had the Knicks clear-cut best team in the East. We're going to run away with it. We definitely in the finals. That talk is dead now. And for Carl to be brought over here to get us over that hump, and it hasn't happened, I'm sorry. He has to be to blame. I'm sorry. OG wasn't brought over here to get us over the hump. Mikal Bridges, they were here to help. But the player that was brought here to get us over that hump, to give us championship aspirations alongside Brunson was Karl Anthony Towns. And he hasn't lived up to his part, to his end of the bargain. So, I may be wrong by saying it didn't work because we did get to the conference finals. Maybe that's the wrong word. But this season, he has regressed severely. And for him now to maybe almost averaging 19 points.
I didn't even look at it from the last night's game.
Right. His average had to go down.
He had below double digits yesterday. So
he might not even be averaging 20 at this point. Sorry, Fabian. Go ahead. I apologize.
No, it's 4 straight games under 20 points. And Karl Anthony Towns right now is averaging 20.2 points per game. It certainly is a failure especially from last season, because I never referred to like the conference finals. Yeah, it's one thing. I just didn't think we were the same dynamic of a team that we were the year before. And, you know, I speak to that always because that's what I talk about. Like the conference finals and the MVPs and those things mean something. But Cade Cunningham, or excuse me, SGA, let's say just for argument's sake, might not win MVP because the team is so dominant. Voters might feel like, yo, anybody could be in that position and be the MVP, bro. If you give Joker that team, it's a wrap. Like, what are we talking about? You could put Jason Tatum, Luka Doncic. You could put anybody in SGA's position that's in the top 10 of MVP voting, and they could be MVP. That accolade doesn't mean shit to me in terms of that. Like, we know he's a top 10 player. We know the Knicks are a top 5 team, top 10 team in the league. But in terms of what I see, how they can compete versus anybody, again, I'm going to go back to the front office. This is a failure for them because you went and traded for Cat while having Tibbs, even though Tibbs showed you the style of team that he can go with 8 or 9 guys on that roster. He showed you that. These are the players I want. You worked on that for 4 or 5 years. And you totally went against it. Got rid of Grimes, got rid of Dante, got rid of Randall. We knew iHeart was out. So all his guys were leaving out the door. Then you go with Cat, the total opposite. And then you're going to go and try to get Giannis, who's really more of a Tibbs player. I'm going to keep stressing that. What is the front office thinking? Now I'm starting to rethink what they've been doing. What is the plan? If we're talking about, like, if you're talking about basketball, it's the same. I don't care what team sport it is. You're going to go, if it's a ground ball pitcher, you go get fielders in the infield first before you get these outfielders.
You said something, stay right there, and I would love for y'all to respond to this. If Giannis said while Tibbs was the coach, he wanted to play in New York, does Tibbs still get fired? Knowing that a Giannis is a Tibbs guy?
Right. No. That is the counter. That is the counter. If the front office got their way to go ask Giannis, yo, we got Tibbs here. How do you feel about him? And that's Dolan's actually using some bum-ass excuse saying, well, you know, the players voted him out. Meanwhile, they have a chance to get an MVP over here in New York, Flea. Yeah, Giannis, of course, supersedes everything they're thinking. If he doesn't want to come here, if Tom Thibodeau's here.
Yeah, I don't think a coaching change happens at all if Giannis comes here and is pleased with how we playing. Like if he asked even if he doesn't want him, even if Giannis doesn't want Tibbs here.
No.
I thought he said it in the reverse.
No. What I said was Fabian was alluding in saying that you know, we got rid of Tibbs and got Cat. You know, we got rid of the guys, like we got rid of Tibbs guys, right?
Tibbs guys, bunch of them, yeah.
And Fabian is saying now that we have an opportunity to get Giannis, that's more of a Tibbs guy. I'm saying, remember, Giannis didn't really make himself available, and we didn't think we had an opportunity of getting him until the summertime, until the season was over, until we already fired Tibbs. I'm saying if we knew the end of last season, Giannis is flirting with, I want to get up out of here, I want to go to New York, do the Knicks still get rid of Tom Thibodeau?
Yes, OG. Yes.
Okay.
He's still getting flop. Go ahead.
No, I'm trying, because that changes everything. When the fuck were those talks taking place? Before or after you fired Thibodeau? That's a big question right now. Because if it was beforehand, I would have to believe Giannis didn't want him here. Giannis did not want him here. If it was afterwards, now it changes things. Then I could go forward with what I'm saying, Flea. But if it was beforehand, and what you said, AllBall, was if we still had Tibbs and the Giannis trade is on the way, is Tibbs going to still be here or do they fire him? That is the question, right?
Right.
Flea, so you feel like Tibbs would still be here?
I got some more clarity on what OG is saying and how he's framing the question. Tibbs gets fired regardless. Leon Rose, let's not forget, Bob Myers is inspiring a lot of these young agents to think that they could come into these NBA organizations and run them. And everybody ain't Bob Myers that had the luxury and the blessing, let me say it like that, to have a Steph Curry, a Klay Thompson, blessed to be able to grab KD. Obviously, Draymond was great. And so, like, and then all the little pieces that he did, he was excellent at that job. He was excellent at that job. So it gives cats like Leon Rose, who are probably a little slightly older, a little more seasoned in the agent world, had a bunch of more clients than Bob Myers. That nigga could do it. I could do it, right? And he's been doing okay thus far. But I think he is absolutely influenced by players, influenced by media, influenced by me, you, and OG. Like that dude, Leon Rose, is watching us right now. What these niggas talking about? Let me see what I could take from them and everybody else. I'm being hyperbolic. What I'm saying is I don't think he has a great mind to actually build this thing, because we did a hard left or a hard right when we could have kept going like this. And the hard right don't start with Tibbs being fired. The hard right starts with trading the guys that were his kind of players. Like you always allude to, Fabian. The Dantes, the iHearts. I know we couldn't keep iHeart, but that's a Tibbs type guy. Randall, Grimes. All of those guys had the makeup and the fabric of what Tibbs wanted to do. So now you get a different type of guy in here. And so now it's not the same makeup, and now we got to get rid of Tibbs. So I felt like they was going to, and that's why I was so nervous. It's like you get rid of him when we on to something. We on to something. It may not be what everybody is loving, but we were on to something. And now we are not on to anything. We literally are having pipe dreams right now about getting Giannis Antetokounmpo. I've watched all the outlets just like everybody else today. The Knicks don't have the best chance at getting this dude. They don't have the best package. Pause. They don't have the best. They don't have the best players. They don't have what Milwaukee is honestly looking for. So I'm hoping that it gets done. But all of this moving and shaking, and then we don't wind up getting him, and now we got a fractured locker room. And we got a bozo head coach. So if we was doing all of this just to get in the Giannis sweepstakes, and now we are like third or fourth on the pecking order, I don't know how that's really great. That's typical Knicks shit.
How do you feel, AllBall? Do you answer your own question?
No,
Would the Knicks have still kept Tibbs if Giannis was on the way?
I mean, I don't know. As much as I want to agree with Flea and say Tibbs, which I agree he should have been out of here, maybe Giannis would have had a say-so in that. But another question, right? Because now Brandon's starting to work for some reason. I don't know why, right?
Today?
Yeah, just for today. Any other time it doesn't work at all.
I love you, OG.
Leon Rose might go down as one of the worst GMs in sports history if the reason he can't pull the Giannis move is because of those 5 picks for Mikal Bridges. This will be dissected in a 30 for 30, where the Knicks missed out on their championship, on missing out, getting the championship, getting one of the better players in the NBA because the front office jumped the gun and gave up 5 picks for Mikal Bridges. That's why I say this front office has to do everything in their power, whether it's whatever it is, they have to get this done. Because if they don't get this done, we are going to look crazy out here. Crazy. And then now we have a fractured locker room, and we have a very mentally weak superstar who is not going to be able to turn that switch. Listen, when you cheat on her, she can say what she want. She ain't gonna never forget. So while when you doing something in the house and you happen to look and she's sitting on the couch and she got that disgusted look at you, that shit ain't never going away. That's cat right now. So at the end of the day, they have to make this move. But I just feel we jammed ourselves up. What my guy said in what was it, Goodfellas? No, it was Casino. Remember when he started knocking down his wife?
Sharon Stone.
And remember he threw her out the joint, And remember at the end, he told his man,
yeah.
he said, I fucked up.
Joe Pesci knew.
Time.
Pesci knew. He knew.
The front office right now, I don't care what nobody say, they ain't sleep in 2-3 days. Because they know we fucked up. Because if we can't make this shit happen, we got one of our superstars upset at us. And god damn it, if we could have took back them fucking picks. Because that's what's holding this. So I listen, man, this going to be a rough. When is the trade deadline? The 5th? Listen, listen. These niggas' kids is getting ignored. They wives is mad at them. These niggas is sleeping in that office. Trying to get this shit done. Because if they don't get it done, the city is going to listen. If we're not in the finals and we don't get Giannis, and now the talk ramps up, Flea, you know we're going to be a pig going berserk. Because now it's going to be all type of rumors why we couldn't get them. And you know it's going to constantly keep coming up. We ain't have the draft picks. And if Bridges ain't playing at a fucking MVP level, the city is going to be saying we couldn't get Giannis because we gave him all them fucking draft picks for this bump. It's a recipe for disaster, man. I hope they get this deal done, Flea.
Stay right there. We got to talk about why else. Go ahead, Flea.
No. Go ahead. My bad.
No. You grabbing the chinny chin chins. What are you thinking?
Now I want to ask. So we trade for Giannis. Is that just like automatic built-in grace for the remainder of this season and going forward as we like continue our championship aspirations? Meaning he walks through the door. Do we get another 2 to 3 years added to this championship window? Are y'all okay with Giannis coming in for whatever haul we got to give up? Are y'all okay with potentially not making the playoffs this year, being a playing team, being knocked out of the first round? Are y'all okay with that?
No, if Giannis is traded here and he's healthy and we're not in the finals, I'm very upset. Simple. I'm not expanding or expounding on that. If Giannis gets traded here and he's fully healthy and we're not in the finals,
and he's clearly not, he's not. Yo, this has been going on for the last 2 years. This ain't something that's just
that's my opinion. Listen, you know what that means? That's my opinion. I'm gonna say it again. This is simple. If Giannis comes here and he's fully healthy and we're not in the finals, in this worst case, we're in a dogfight in the Eastern Conference Finals with Detroit, and it goes to a 7-game down the wire. If it's not one of those two scenarios, I'm very upset. Yes.
I think it depends on what we got left, of course.
Okay.
But we talked about it yesterday, Flea. You can't stop me from going into a dogfight. I don't care if it's OKC, Detroit, Denver, the best of the best in the league right now. And we got a Giannis, a Mitchell Robinson, and an OG Anunoby playing defense for major parts of a playoff series or multiple playoff series. I can't wait for that. That's old school. It sounds like some football, just straight, dirty, mudslinging style of game. That's what I expect. I expect to be able to at least enjoy who I'm rooting for. And as of right now, none of us have enjoyed rooting for Karl Anthony Towns for half the time he's been here. It's been tough, and that's always been my thing. Do you like what you're rooting for?
So that answers my question. It'll be way more digestible to flame out this year with Giannis than it would be to flame out this year with Cat.
Now, hold on. You know what? Now that you say that, Flea, it should be digestible because what we're saying is already true. Giannis, don't you think for 2 seconds that you just saw Randall, you just saw Cat, you saw how they came in here high. At some point, they was high in New York City, and the lows of the lows fucked them up. That's what this city does to you. Yes, it's true. You saw your people out there waiting for you in front of the Garden. You're going to have some of those. You're going to have a lot of those. But if you pull off a bum-ass finger roll like Patrick Ewing in the 90s, we will flame you. We will flame you. Remember, let's not forget the reason why this thing is going to be the biggest championship in sports history, if he could pull it off, is because it feels like we're cursed. That is part of the reason why. If he comes here, there's a big weight on his shoulders to deliver this. So, all ball, the way he feels, that's how most New York Knicks fans feel. I try to be a little more like, nah, I just want to root for some shit. I want to root for a dogfight for my guys, even though we outmatched, even though Vegas got them at whatever odds. I want to go for a dogfight, and I got my dogs with me. I want to root for these guys that I know will compete. But realistically, Flea, I don't know how you would feel, but this city will turn upside down if Giannis does some bullshit here in the city.
I have the same expectations for this team if we trade for Giannis that I had when we hired Mike Brown.
Wow.
Like, I don't, from an initial standpoint, I'm a guy that will always subscribe to shit takes time. You got to build. You got to grow. This is not some instant oatmeal shit. And a lot of times that instant oatmeal is bullshit. It tastes disgusting. So I don't think we got the team to act like we could do some Toronto Raptors shit. I don't think we got the team to act like we could just, he walks through the door and we already questioning who the head coach is. So I'm for it. I'm for it. I'm just saying, like, if that happens now, that's the biggest fish. So we did Brunson. We did Hart. We did Bridges. We did Cat. Oh, let's go a few years back. We did Randall first. Like, it's been all pieces, right? All pieces. This would be the piece of peace. And then we don't win come the end of this season. Like, I think we got to build in some actual grace for this team and actually be realistic about when you make a change, you go backwards before you go forward. When you make a change with a head coach, you're going to struggle. It's happening right in front of your eyes. I just watched the video last night of you niggas celebrating Tibbs is firing. I just watched it. Fabian was dancing, rock music in the background. OG had a smirk on his face. Shit was lit. And now we want to get rid of Mike Brown, and it ain't even March yet. So, all right, we could talk fly. Oh, just pop the next bitch in and she gonna fuck me the same way my last bitch fucked me. No, it don't work like that. She got to figure out what I like, how I like to be touched, how I like to get finessed. She got to figure that out. That takes time. She's not gonna come in and jump up and down on me and, oh, that felt good. No. Fuck is wrong with y'all? Act like y'all been here before. Yes, it's your turn. Go.
She might fuck you better.
Maybe. You damn right. I would lean towards the former, but you damn right.
And that's the bottom line. Trapped in the 90s, thank you for your $2. Who's the better baller on this panel at the moment? You know you can X out Flea.
Oh, I'm gonna just tell you now. I'm out that conversation. What are you talking about? Who's the better baller?
Yo,
not me.
My hamstring hurts just by even trying to answer.
Listen. Let me tell you. Let me tell y'all something. Big shout to my guy Cheese, man. You know, play for the Harlem Globetrotters. That's family, right? Shows nothing but love, right? And I had my son in the gym with him, right? And he, you know, we was working out, and just a great brother, right? We was in the PAL right there, Harlem, 119th Manhattan Avenue, and I'm watching them work out, and I grabbed the ball, right? Now I'm a shooter, shooting free throws. You know, you step back, and I step back to the NBA three. Disgusting. What? And then I said, let me see where Damon Curry be pulling from. Almost blew his shoulder out, man. So go ahead, Fee. So just real quick before you read that. When I'm up here talking how I talk, that's the New York in me. We exaggerate everything. Of course, these guys aren't bums. But I have a newfound respect because listen, I'm 48 years old. I said, yo, I couldn't even fathom.
How did they get it there, right?
I can't even shoot that with my.
I feel you, OG. How did they get it from here to there?
So the question is, count me out of all of that. Now, if we want to play horse or we playing who can make the most free throws, I'm down. Anything else with that besides that, count me out.
And you don't and you say he don't respect modern day greatness, Flea. How dare you?
He does.
Twin X Sports, thank you for your 199.
99.
That's fucking fake news. Cat sacrificing his shots.
Twin X be on his shit, boy. He be on shit.
Cat sacrificing. They just told you that this guy's moping around about a Giannis trade. That's not sacrifice. He feels beaten. He feels cheated on, like you guys said, man. And nobody wants to feel like that, man. Everybody knows, man. That shit. Bitch, you did what? You fucked him? What?
What? That nigga?
This fucking clown. Sean, right now.
She ain't got to have sex with him. She flirting with him and the nigga go crazy. We flirting with Giannis and that nigga already all in his panties in a bunch.
Like, damn. I'm not fly enough.
Word, man. Once mine, always mine. Sean, right now, thank you for your $5. Someone ready to slap fire out of Flea for a Giannis trade? Oh my. I was trying to get past it, but thanks for your $5.
That was Allah. Nah, that's all good. That's Allah. Big shout out to Allah.
Yeah.
Allah want to put hands on me. That's all good.
But hold on. He's excited because
Yeah.
I don't understand why. No, I don't understand what the fucking argument is that you don't want Giannis.
Who, me?
Yeah, like why does he? Why?
I said, what if it doesn't happen? And they're saying, well, if it doesn't happen, I'm gonna be that mad and I'm slapping the shit out of Flea. That's where, that's what he said. That's where it's coming from. Yeah.
Well, Flea ain't the fucking guy in charge. What's wrong with y'all? Leon Rose punk ass could have had Giannis in July, and we don't even know. We have yet to find out from all you little bochinche chismoso ass reporters. How come none of you guys found out what the package was in July and August? Go find that out. Fuck how Cat feels. You know what? How about that? Who do we want to trade in July, bro? Besides Cat? Because obviously it was too much back then. Cat ain't too much now. Who else you wanted to trade, bro? Who else was it? Twin X Sports. Thank you for your 199. He's leading the NBA in rebounds. Is JB leading in anything?
I mean, he doesn't have to.
New Lord, thank you for your $2. Knicks already got Giannis, Mr. 5 Picks Bridges.
Nah, that ain't Giannis, New Lord. You know that.
Damn. Trapped in the 90s, thank you for your $2. Bridges, what?
No, I was about to say something about Bridges last night, and everybody loves that post-game interview that he gave last night. Go ahead and read the comment, Fabian.
No, we brought him up. What?
Because now that's gonna supposed to put confidence in us that he's gonna do that on a night in, night out basis.
No.
That he took accountability. I wasn't being coachable, this and that. It sounded great. That sounded amazing. Man. I've seen you talk like that before.
Listen,
I've seen you talk like that before. Just to take accountability, yes, I've seen him talk like that before, and then go missing for another 60 days. Like that don't mean.
I just seen Mo in the building. Shout out Mo. What up, Mo? Flea, pack that nigga up. Fucking pack that nigga up. Man, get the fuck out of here. Pack him up.
Mo Dollars was good.
And just
no, wait. Hold on. You saw what he posted today.
Nah,
he posted whatever post with Bobby Womack. If you think you're lonely now, and he changed his avatar from without the Knicks stuff.
Wait until tonight, girl.
So we have two players that are just mentally weak because how Cat feels about being in trade talks, Mikal Bridges feels the same way.
I guess
niggas gotta go, man.
I ain't drink my tea. You lucky, Flea.
Sorry. I get a warm tea. We go crazy in here, Paul.
Trapped in the 90s. Thank you for your $2. I bet. So it's Flea. Queens get the money. Yeah.
If we're actually playing, yes. Free throws. I'm not a shooter. I'm not a natural shooter. I'll tell you that from now.
Gil Vasquez. Thank you for your $20. 2-part question. $20. Damn.
Didn't he get a little shoulder roll for the,
Word. We didn't even give a shoulder roll to the guy with the 50, man.
50? He did. He didn't get a shoulder roll.
At least he got you singing.
He did.
Gilly Vasquez. Two-part question.
Nigga got a concert for $50, man. That was enough. What you talking about?
That was enough.
Does Cat's strengths outweigh his flaws? And is it worth continuing with him into next season if Giannis is no longer available? Oh shit.
Fair question.
I love your question.
Fair question.
No, Cat flaws are too detrimental to the team. One of them is now known mental weakness. And I don't think we move forward with Cat. Now, if he's going to take a pay cut, but if he expects us to pay him $60 million and we're not a championship contention team, then no, we do not move forward with Cat. No.
What are you thinking, Flea?
No. I do think that he is he's struggling trying to figure out the system, right? And I don't know when that change is going to happen, but for the direction that we're trying to go in, we ain't got much time to be waiting on somebody who was supposed to be our second best player. We don't got time to wait on that, right? Especially if we already saw that you can play at an all-NBA level. You can play at a all-star level. You can play at a top level. You put that on display last year. So this is why you're garnering all the criticism. This is why it's coming, because the flaws that you had last year were not as glaring as this year. And that comes with expectation. I get it. But taking over a game, sometimes we could watch him take over a game last season. What game has he taken over this year? Like actually said, I got it rolling, get me the rock because I am the best guy to have the ball to win us this game tonight.
One game against, I think, Atlanta, and I think JB didn't play. I think we had 40. No, I'm just playing devil's advocate, but Flea, you 100% correct.
That was his best game. That was a monster game, yeah.
Right.
And there was a game that he scored 36 and Brunson scored 34 to reverse. They combined for 70.
Right.
There was two games now I'm thinking about it.
You could count on one hand.
Yeah.
Right?
Right. So, I have something better for y'all to react to in chat. Y'all know, please, I need y'all to react to this. This is why it's this bad for Cat. And I just thought of this. In the Eastern Conference, no Halliburton, right? No Tatum. We know Embiid started off struggling, injured. So, we thought in the beginning, no Embiid. Trae Young, mess in Atlanta. Karl Anthony Towns not even one of the best players in the East. With all that said, that's a problem.
Is Cat an all-star this year? Is Cat going to get voted in as an all-star this year? Just quick answers, y'all. Quick answers.
I don't know. Who counts as a forward? No, is he a center?
No, it's positionless. It's completely positionless now. I'm just asking, is he going to get in?
So 5 guards can make this all-star game?
Do you know what the starting lineup is for the East? It's Brunson, Cade, Maxey. It's Brunson, Cade, Maxey, Giannis, and I'm missing somebody else.
Is it Jaylen Brown?
Brown. There we go.
Okay.
So Brown, Brunson, Maxey, Cade, and Giannis.
He may make it by default, but my point is, Flea, think about in the beginning of the season, the some of the best players in the East not playing this season, right? And Cat isn't dominating the East. Remember, I didn't even bring up Giannis and his problems in Milwaukee on and off the court, not being happy. So when we talk about top 5 best players in the East, he should be easily 1, 2, or 3. He might not even be top 5.
True.
So for me, that's a problem.
You got Durant in Detroit. I'm trying to think who else boxes him out.
Durant is getting in. Damn, if Josh Giddey didn't get hurt, he gets in, but he may still get in. Jalen Johnson is getting in.
Does Alex Saul get in?
Yeah, they 2 at the bottom. He's playing well this year. Very well. I'm missing guys, but
LaMelo might
up
get
the
in
team.
this year.
Hell no. LaMelo Ball? You said?
Somebody from Toronto may get in.
Oh,
Right.
BI is getting in. Brandon Ingram is getting in, and probably Scotty Barnes might get in.
Somebody from Orlando may get in. I mean, I'm not.
Yeah,
I know.
We're trying to think about.
But here's my counter to that.
Donovan Mitchell is going to make it.
Right. My counter to that is whatever Cat got to figure out, whether if the Giannis trade doesn't happen and we go forward, we're the number 2 seed, and Cat's not even playing well. And it has nothing to do with injuries. Nothing to do with injuries. Last year, it was all injuries. All he has to do is look in the mirror, and yes, you could say fuck you to the whole organization, to the fans, do the Julius Randle if you had to. At least Randle came out and booed us and learned from it. It took him an injury to go watch himself on tape to see if he wanted to fucking play that way anymore. But this is you at your worst. If you could somehow muster a way to get the hell out of this funk, Karl Anthony Towns, just because you get traded somewhere else doesn't mean this stuff doesn't carry over. You're not confronting something, bottom line. Because how the fuck are you not an all-star? In the Eastern Conference with no Halliburton, no Tatum?
And Giannis is going to be hurt. So somebody got to replace him in the starting lineup.
Who's
that going to be?
No Embiid. So
Embiid
remember,
probably
no
not
Trey,
gonna get in.
no Trey Young.
No
So
Trey Young.
Right. So my point is, look at all these great players in the East that either are out due injury or not play, whatever it is. And Cat isn't one of the dominant players in the East. Let's leave alone dominant in the NBA. He's not even one of the dominant players in the Eastern Conference. That is a problem. So I'm just saying that's another reason why it's hard to root and defend this guy, and it's hard to keep him. I'm sorry. If you're not dominating when damn near the whole East is injured, and you're one of the only big 7-footers there that should be able to dominate with your skill set and this uber talent everybody talk about, listen, that's another problem. It's another problem. Sorry.
Oh, boss, I know you said you had to go. A couple.
I mean, I can do about 5 minutes.
This ain't gonna take 5 minutes.
Well, what else? Fabian, you want to stay for 3 out?
Yes.
That's why. No.
Got to get ready for the
You
Mars.
asked me a question.
You asked me.
What was the question? Fabian, you want to go here for 3 hours? Yes.
All right. Well,
I just answered the question.
What you about to put up, man? What you about to put up, brother?
You're a little aggressive. I don't like it.
I'm not trying to be aggressive, but I know what you're doing.
I'm aggressive. I'm getting some sleep tonight.
Yes, I'm
Let's
getting
go.
some rest tonight.
Let's go, man.
Getting some rest tonight.
Thank you, Nostalgic. The chat loves me. Somebody loves me. They're rejecting me. You flirt with some other channel?
Never, Ray. Never.
Thanks. You guys love me. Now, listen. Everybody's making this thing seem like it's peaches and cream. But this is part of what you guys were saying with Giannis. The Knicks now have to make this trade in January, close to February, when the trade deadline is up. And the shit is looking even slimmer chances because other teams have stepped up and got some shit to offer.
Hey, what are you hearing about who's aggressively pursuing Giannis?
Yeah, so Hannah, do yourself and do Giannis, frankly, a favor and wipe away the worries about who's asking for a trade. Shams is bent into a pretzel trying to respect all parties here. Giannis is ready to be gone. He wants to be traded. The Bucks are ready to listen to offers, and this is a maneuver to say, send us your offers. Everything else is politicking. Just put it aside. Don't worry about it. Just move on. Okay. So now what the Bucks have to do is they have to look at who has done this the best, who has been in this situation, who should they mimic. Let's just look back to 2019 and the Oklahoma City Thunder. They had to trade Paul George and Russell Westbrook. They prioritized far-out draft picks and really good young players. They ended up getting picks that they still haven't gotten from LA Clippers yet, and a future MVP in Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. So that's what they're looking for. Don't prioritize trades that bring in players that could help them now, because the Bucks are in a position where they need to worry about this year's draft pick. They need to tank the rest of this season, improve this year's draft pick, and have themselves in position to rebuild as fast as possible. And that's what they're looking for. And a team, if they're going to make a straight up trade, you're looking at teams that can give the most opportunities. The Golden State Warriors are a team that immediately rises to the top of the list. As far as the teams that are out there that can make a straight up trade with the Bucks, not 2-team, 3-team, 9-team, 12-team trades. You can just make a team versus team trade. The Warriors hold all of their future draft assets. They can trade all of them, up to 4 firsts and swaps and stuff like that. Steph Curry is there. They have immediate need for a star player. This is where this discussion begins, is Golden State, and everybody else, I think, is going to try to beat a strong Golden State offer if it comes.
There you have it. There you have it.
Niggas is still sucking off the Golden State Warriors. That shit is over with, man. Like, get out of here, bro.
Free, I see your face. Can you enlighten?
That's the arrogance. That's the arrogance right there. That's the arrogance to think we got the best package. That's the arrogance I was talking about.
No, it ain't about us having the best package. The players have all the power. He wants to go where he wants to go. So let's stop coming up with all this bullshit. He wants to be in New York. What's stopping the trade with the Golden State Warriors? He ain't got no trade clause because he's behind the scenes going, I don't want to go to none of them niggas. You know how much help Curry needs to win? Just him and Giannis? That shit ain't work. Giannis wants to be in New York. Kevin Durant told the Golden State Warriors, not going over there. And where he ended up, in Houston. So it ain't about the other teams. The players have the power. Giannis wants to be in New York. That's why he hasn't been traded to Miami and San Antonio and all this OKC and all this bullshit. He wants to be in New York. We are behind the scenes trying to figure out a way to make this trade to where it can go down. That's all I'm saying, Flea. But I'm saying these guys bringing up all these other scenarios, all these other teams, get out of here. Them niggas already had all the help in the world. If he wanted to be there, it would have happened already. I'm going to say it again. Kevin Durant came out and said it. I'm not going over there. That niggas did to me before. So what's the difference with Giannis? Giannis already knows where he wants to go. He's sitting patiently waiting, and he's waiting for the deal to be done.
He is due for the contract extension before the trade deadline, Flea, and the Warriors apparently have the best prospects. They have like 5 #1 draft picks that they're willing to give up. What are your thoughts, Flea?
Call me when the deal is done. I'll be here. Headphones ready. Shirt and tie ready. Call me when the deal is done. It's not hate. It's reality. I'm not one of them fair weather niggas that's got his head in the clouds. I'm just looking at what's happening, what's on the landscape. It doesn't make me less of a Knicks fan to say, yo, we got competition when it comes to this shit. It's not some like, because if that was the case, get the deal done. I don't want to go nowhere else but New York. Get it done.
Bridges can't be traded yet.
So my point is, okay, then that seeps in other ideas and other ways that they can benefit, and Giannis benefits as well. The team got to benefit too. They got to figure out how they're gonna make up getting rid of him. They got to benefit too. I just don't. You know, we could be attached to it and act like we're the only prospect, but there's other prospects out there.
I'm not saying we're the only prospect, but it's players empowerment, whether people like it or not. And if it was that simple, if Golden State has the best package, if they have the best everything, why hasn't the trade went down yet? There's nothing holding it back. Like I said, Giannis doesn't have a no trade clause. I'm just saying, yeah, there's other suitors. I'm just saying, why hasn't it happened yet? Because he's saying, I want to go to New York. That's all I'm saying. If he said, yo, I don't care where you send me, I'm good, it would have happened already. He's saying, I want to go to New York. Mikal Bridges can't be traded till February, whatever. So let's see what happens then. I'm just saying, why aren't the reporters just being honest? Let's stop trying to, yo, this. All right, cool. But let's be honest. What are y'all saying that y'all not, what are y'all not telling us? Tell the truth. That man want to go to New York. He's waiting to see once Mikal Bridges can get traded, what's going to happen. That's all I'm saying.
I would love to have egg on my face and come up here and y'all laugh me out because we got Giannis. I would love that. I'm looking forward to that. right? But we'll
It
see.
has to happen. Yeah.
I would love that to get laughed out because we got Giannis.
Well, we
Can't
did
wait
it.
for it actually.
I recall someone mentioning that sneaky Brooklyn Ninja in Philadelphia may have some say-so in the Giannis sweepstakes. Giannis Antetokounmpo reportedly has the 76ers on his radar and likes Tyrese Maxey, as per Mark Stein and Jake Fisher. League sources say Philadelphia, furthermore, has not contacted Milwaukee about a possible Antetokounmpo deal in the wake of a better than expected first half. But the Stein line has learned that the prospect of teaming up with Tyrese Maxey, who, like Giannis, works with prominent NBA trainer Drew Hanlon, does have the 76ers on Antetokounmpo's radar. Dun-dun-dun.
Can I just make one last point? Y'all don't have to respond, or we can, make it another Knicks rehab. All these teams that Giannis can go to, let's just say Golden State, Miami, and Philly, and the Knicks. Who, when the trade happens, who's gonna have the better roster? So, like, if he goes to Philly, who are they giving up? Embiid? If he goes to Miami, who are they giving up? Bam and Hero? I mean, who? Right? No, right. So if they give up Bam and Hero,
no, they're giving up Hero. They just laid out a lot. They just laid out a trade. Hero, Khalil Ware, two other guys, and an assortment of first round.
Right.
29, 30. There's a bunch of them.
Right.
So
right.
Hero,
So no. So just my point is, you can finish. My point is, okay, so it's just gonna be him and Bam there. I'm just saying, I think we have the better package because if we give up Bridges, Deuce, and Carl, he's coming here with Brunson, Josh Hart, OG, and Mitchell Robinson. I just think we have the better team once the deal is done compared to everybody else. That's just my opinion.
And I can agree with that. And we need to think about us. Fact. We need to think about us for sure. But I'm just saying, with how this shit works, the Bucks got to think about themselves too. So if they're restarting, why would they not want to restart with a Sengun? Why would they not want to restart with a Hero who's from Wisconsin, Milwaukee? Why wouldn't they want to restart, with a Kuminga and all of them draft picks and bottom out and try to get themselves into this draft? I'm just saying, like, I'm thinking about us.
It's a great point.
Thinking about us. But that Milwaukee Bucks team is the same. They got this. I wouldn't say they have the same relationship as the Spurs and Kawhi did at the time Kawhi got traded, but it's the same situation. He don't have no trade clause. They could send that nigga to Sacramento if they wanted to. They could send that nigga to Djibouti if they wanted to.
Yeah, but Fleet, no, that's a great point. But the league has to blame themselves because y'all allow these players to have all this power. So, these players are really going and saying, nah, I want to go here. So as much as I agree with you, remember, Giannis is going, I want to go to New York. Make it happen. Like I said, all that other shit, if it was true, it would have happened already. So I just think the player empowerment thing, this is where organizations, they get, it backfires on them.
And the player empowerment, I believe, ended officially with that Luka trade. I think Flea's point it stands strong. Milwaukee's in position because the rest of the league, they know the CBA deal was put in place so that superstars and players have way less power now. And he could scream all he wants to. Yeah, Kevin Durant ended up in Houston, but he's ended up in 15 different teams. I think if Phoenix didn't want to trade him, they don't trade him. They had a deal in place for Golden State. They had a deal. I think Giannis, if he pulls this off, will be in the face of all this power in front of him from the other organizations, from the NBA. If he does pull it off, it would be the last time we see player empowerment taking place. And we need for him to pull that trigger. We need for him to play the villain that he actually is acting like he is now. Because now he's being the villain. Now he's saying he's a villain. When we said the whole time, bro, if you really that dude, if you really want to have the Mamba mentality, you control your destination. You basically ask for a trade. It's all the way out there. You get more money before the trade deadline. The writing's on the wall. Yeah, the Bucks could hold off on the trade and get even more draft picks when the season is over. You got to be able to say, I did everything I could for this organization, put a statement out there, and make it official, and put more pressure on the Bucks because they have the leverage. To Flea's point, the whole league stopped every single trade because they want to know if they have a chance at Giannis or whatever other trades can't happen because the Giannis trade hasn't taken place yet. So that's part of the reason why they didn't want to do the Luka Doncic trade in front of the world, because things like this take place. The whole world goes at a standstill. To your point, AllBall, there's no way you're making a big deal about competing and you're going to Golden State with just Steph Curry and Draymond Green. That's not a championship. It's just not. New York is the place he wants to go. Even if you win in Golden State, you don't want that. Everything, like, as much as you've gone back and forth about your whole image, Giannis, the best thing you can do is come to New York and help Jalen Brunson get the chip because they consider him not a 1A. Steph Curry's already a 1A. You don't want to help the superstar already. You don't want to be on the super team, considered a super team. So I think he's going to have to force this, man, because if not, he can't come here. Not within the week that we want him to.
Like
Fellas.
he said, February 5th. Let's see what happens, man. We got.
When's the deal getting done? Last thing, when's the deal gonna get done?
February
This deal's
1st.
getting done February 1st. What's that? Saturday?
That's Sunday.
Yeah.
That's Sunday. So that's happening when we play LA. We're gonna get the deal done. We got LA at the crib, right? We got LA at the Garden.
I'm gonna be honest. If they announce a Giannis trade during a Lakers game, prime time, that would be so insane. But I'm not even hyping myself up for that. I'm being honest. The trade deadline is the 5th.
All the way up to that day.
I think so, because I think it's we got to bring a third team in. Remember us not having the assets as far as the picks. That's a problem. So these guys got to do their due diligence. Like, this shit has to be done like almost perfectly by the Knicks, because so many other teams, as y'all saying, y'all are 100% correct. They have everything from the players to the picks. What gives us the edge is Giannis wants to come to New York. So I think it's going to take up to that last day. I think that last day, I think it ends at 3:00, the deadline or whatever. I think that day is going to be insane because the whole world is going to be on watch. Like, yo. So I just think it's not, for us to make this trade is not simple because we don't have the picks. So it's going to be tricky. That's why I say the front office, man, they got to pull a rabbit out the hat, bro.
Yeah, but it also explains why the trade and how the conspiracy antenna has. Now you got Giannis being talked about for a month, right around the Super Bowl time. When can you steal these headlines? The Super Bowl is what, in 2 weeks, right? 2 weekends?
Yeah, remember the Super Bowl is I think it's the 8th. So the trade deadline is that Thursday.
They're not slick. The AllBall solved the fucking riddle. He solved the riddle. This shit ain't happen February 1st. It gotta happen on Thursday. They want this shit till the trade deadline. I don't care who your sources are. They want this, the commercials, the advertising, all the fucking real estate in the world for TV. Every game is a must watch now because you want to hear about the Giannis news. Everybody's gonna be on their phone, look at their notifications to make sure that Giannis trade went through.
If the nigga wanted to be here, he would have made an announcement. Like, he would have been vocal. Go give me the accent, Fabian. I could sing a little bit. I can't do that. Give me some of that. Pause.
Colin.
Yeah.
Thursday morning, I will have a memo for you and the Knicks.
Because here's the thing. OG, if the dude came out, got it leaked by his agent, and got it out to Shams and said, only place I want to be is New York, then that takes the leverage away from everybody, right? Because what do we say? Wherever he goes, he has to re-sign. So this could be a situation where somebody trades for him and they get him as a rental. Like, if Milwaukee says, oh, get this dude out of here, and they trade him anywhere. They trade him to Sacramento. He'd be a rental. So say you want to be in New York so that we could get everybody to, oh, okay, let me hang up the phone and not even call these niggas.
Now, Flea, I'm this way I'm gonna disagree. This way I'm gonna play devil's advocate. Listen, man, sometimes it feels good to watch everybody sweat and clam over you. Listen, man, he right, and then maybe he doesn't know how to go about this thing because, like Fabian says, listen, shit hit different when you come out and say, I only want to go here, get me out of here. You know, some guys ain't built for that, but I just think right now he's enjoying. Listen, man, everybody want me. Look, I'm chilling. But Flea, you're 100% correct. I told you, I would love to hear him say, because that'll just shut everything down. I only want to play one place. I would love to hear him say that, but a lot of guys ain't built for that. A lot of guys ain't built for that.
But now, if the trade becomes official to New York on Thursday, I think he does say that. I think he's saving that statement to come to New York and do the whole, again, if you market in a movie, you market in an album, that's how you market your fucking arrival. There's only one place I wanted to go.
Hey, Flea, he got us in the palm of his hands. He know what he doing, bro. Yeah. Bro, him and his team is looking back going, I got these niggas going crazy. Listen,
yeah.
They getting, you know, when you get that power trip, listen, man, you see now in, and I know we got to go. Somebody just put up, I seen it on my feed today, when Giannis was talking to a reporter in the locker room, I think when the last time he pulled something, and he said he'll be out 4 to 6 weeks.
Right.
Somebody said, the commentary went, how does he know how long he's going to be out? 1. And 2, right? No bullshit. And 2, they said, look, and when they slowed it down, when he said how long he was going to be out and he was injured, he smirked. He actually smirked. No, I'm not. If I find a clip, I'm gonna send it to y'all.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you. I understand. I'm with you.
It's not that he knew how long he was gonna be out, AllBall. It's the fact that he diagnosed the injury.
I'm trying.
Remember, he already went through the injury in November, so he's saying, "Well, I was out 4 to 6 weeks last time. How you know you did the same? It hurt the same spot. Like, get the fuck out of here." And Doc Rivers came out and be like, "Well, Giannis diagnosed it accurately." Like,
listen, when he was talking and the smirk, listen, man, we know what that means. And sometimes you can't hold that shit in. And I'm looking going, bruh, it's tough to say, yo, I don't want to be here. Of course, you know, it's reports. But it's tough for him to be like, I'm not hurt. I don't want to play. I just know it's over. So you kind of gotta play it by the book, right? But I watch when you see the video, you won't be like, yo, this slick. Listen, man, these dudes are slick, man.
The video I want to see is when Giannis says, "I love Milwaukee, I gave it my all. But if there was only one place I had to go."
You nailed that accent, boy.
No strays. You a funny motherfucker. He said, I could tell y'all when the Super Bowl is going to be. Real quick, a couple super chats. Aaron Williams, thank you for your $199. Bridges playing his new team tomorrow. Hilarious.
That's a Fabian line.
Will the
That's
Thrill.
a Fabian line.
I highlighted this because this is funny. He said, Giannis people listen to y'all channel. Y'all call him a villain. What did he call himself? Yeah. Ex-Conscious says, thank you for your $2. Knicks, run it back. First, fuck a Giannis trade. Ex-Conscious, respectfully. Stop. Hakeem the Dream, the Dominican hater. Thank you for your $5. Towns definitely attended a Diddy party. I gotta read it before I read it out loud.
Yes, sometimes you need to do that.
Trade anyone except OG for Giannis. Defense wins championships.
Big shout out Hakeem the Dream.
Thank you, Hakeem the Dream, for putting your Dominican hate to the side. Giannis still in headlines. Definitely is. Fellas, no, the game is tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Friday.
Yeah. At the crib.
I'll be absent, my brothers. I'll be absent for tomorrow.
Come on. Come on.
All ball suckers.
Are we live?
Big Flea, never the little one.
Biggest. I knew that would get y'all.
You know, you laughing at the same time on my laugh. It sounds just as equally diabolical.
Yo, my child told you your laugh was diabolical. My child heard it. She said, "Oh, that's scary." I was like, "That's all right, man. That's all right."
I might just have to just give in, man. Y'all know this one.
KNICKS REHAB.
See y'all
KNICKS
tomorrow.
Rehab, y'all. Yes, sir.
Peace. AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.